Hey, hey, it's Ray Langley at your service, virtual entertainer and wolf girl extraordinaire. Welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy, specifically Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney 3 Trials and Tribulations. We're going to be continuing on where we left off last time, where we start the trial portion. Hope you guys are all doing well. How is everyone tonight? Let's see. Let's get this going. Alright. There's a character in here that I have been looking forward to voicing for quite some time. So I'm excited to do that today. October 13th, 9:36 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 4. Hey, Nick! What is it? Is something wrong? Nah, but did you see all the people here? It's crazy! Oh, so check out the mask-to-mask glossy I bought. You bought this? Where?
From the little tents in front of the courthouse. They have all sorts of things for sale.
You know I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. Come on, I'm guilty. Throw the book at me.
Who's screaming like that?
Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it. Yeah, I did, but it doesn't look like things are gonna get any less ugly for you. Because I did it! I'm the criminal! Me! He's at it again. I sent the calling card to Lordly Taylor. I admit it! But you don't have the sacred urn, right? Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean that I didn't commit the crime. Normally when I say of course you didn't, I'm being sarcastic, but you... Yikes. Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty, so make sure they give me a guilty verdict. Please! Oh, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie. Oh, Desi, honey. Bonjour. Well, actually... I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you at a time like this. Leave it all to me, Ronnie. I swear I'll protect you. Well, you see, actually, the thief is, me. Can I tell you something, Nicky boy? I can guarantee that my Ronnie's innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you. So why are you smiling when you say it? Well, if you'll excuse me, I've got some errands that I need to take care of. I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck! To be honest, I really don't know whether Ron is mask to mask or not. But there's only one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the sacred urn right now. Mr. Delight, it's time for you to enter the courtroom. For the time being, I guess I'll just have to trust Desiree. October 13th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 6.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
What about the prosecution? Are you prepared to...
One second, let me just make sure my voice is tapped into this.
What a stupid question. What did you say? Fine. Let me ask you then, Your Honor. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment? Well, no, I'm not. I will pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides. Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be. That's a rule to live by. Who are you? I am Godo, legendary prosecutor. I've never lost a case.
He's the one that Detective Atme was talking about.
Yes, your reputation precedes you. What kind of cases have you dealt with so far? Huh. None. What did you say? I've never prosecuted a case before. Never? But you said you've never lost before. Exactly. I've never lost. I've never won before either. Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you? Even the mightiest of redwoods begin their lives as mere saplings. Yes, but a mask? In a court of law? Don't you know anything? No matter the man, we all wear masks, either on our faces or over our hearts.
This guy is the real deal, all right, Nick. Why does it seem like all prosecutors are the real deal?
So we finally meet. Mr. Phoenix Trite.
Nick, is he a friend of yours? No. I don't have any friends that call me Trite. Just who is this masked man?
I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. Well then, Prosecutor Gobo. It's not Gobo. It's Godot, Your Honor. In any case, please give your opening statement. Opening statement? Those things are not fit for even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Trite.
What is it?
Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link? I wonder how much you can withstand before you and your case break in two. Well then, let's hear from the first witness. My name is... No one has asked for your name, witness. Nick. The important thing is what you know. That's all. Start talking. We're listening. Yes, sir. All right, witness. First, let's hear about what you know about the thief that stole the urn. Yes, sir. Master Mask is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago. He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card on to Lordly Taylor. His pattern is to always go after only the most precious art pieces. That's why we're sure it was Master Master. It fits his MO to a T. So then, the actual identity of this Master Mask is... Mr. Godo, what are you... We're in the middle of a trial here, Mr. Godo. Blacker than a moonless night. Hotter and more bitter than hell itself. That is coffee. I'm sure you can grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please. Proceed. Very well, it's only coffee after all.
What?
You can't be letting him slide this early in the trial. Proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Roy.
Well, Nick, what are you gonna do? As long as they haven't brought up Mr. Delight's identity, all we can do is show that it wasn't Master Mask who stole the urn. Hey, Army, welcome in. Have you been involved in the investigation from the beginning?
Yep. Nobody knows more about the thief than me, pal. It's true. I'm a Zvari, author on thieves.
An author? He's written books about thieves? I think he probably meant to say authority.
The fact that this guy can slip through even my fingers shows how good he is, pal.
It's easy when those fingers happen to be butter fingers. So nobody knows more about the thief than you, huh?
You got it, pal. Except maybe for the thief's mom, that is.
But isn't there someone who knows even more about him than the police?
You don't mean Detective Zvari, do you? Who is this person? Zvari? He sounds German. His name is Luke Atme, sir. Guess I shouldn't have made up such a silly name for him.
What the heck? I guess he's not all that famous after all.
Anyway, it's true that he did manage to retrieve the last item the thief stole. Oh, I see. It seems you're not the expert you claim to be. It looks like the thief is toying with me even now.
Do you feel better now? Yeah, I feel a little better. It's been fun doom scrolling all day after a previous stream. Have you seen all of these so-called calling cards?
Of course I have, except person in charge of the treasure exhibit never brought their card to the police. So I didn't see this one until after the crime occurred.
And that's because Detective Atme stopped Miss Andrews from taking it to the police. Good, let me sleep now. Okay. Sleep well, Army. Thank you so much for checking in on me. Hope you have a good rest and take care.
Was the calling card that Lord Lee Taylor received authentic? Well, all the cards have one common identifying feature, but we're not releasing that information to the general public. But you're absolutely certain that this card is real?
Gumshoe can't say it out loud, but I bet he's talking about Master Mask's emblem. His fifth heist, and your fifth screw-up, huh?
Objection, pal. That ain't fair. Maybe you could say I screwed up 4 times, but this last time wasn't my fault. I didn't know about the calling card this time.
You of all people shouldn't be chuckling about this, Detective Gumshoe.
I just want everyone here in the courtroom to know something. You ever get a calling card from this guy, don't call some stupid private eye. Call your local police right away. Got me?
Wow, it looks like he's really got it in for Detective Atme. Art pieces. Like what, for example?
Well, his first target was the famous tear of Eminon. What's that? Some kind of especially salty teardrop? No, sir. It's a blue diamond, a single rare diamond. Next was the crown of Bongora. You know, the thing you put on your head. After that was the left hand of Hades and the portrait of Megina, sir. Detective Atme retrieved the portrait of Megina and returned it to the museum.
And the target of his fifth and last robbery was the sacred urn, right?
But isn't it difficult for him to dispose of such famous art pieces? Well, we assume he must have some underworld connections.
Somehow, Mr. Delight doesn't look the type. Yeah, he's a little too sunny to be hanging out in the underworld. What do you mean when you say it fits his MO to a T?
I was thinking of asking the same thing myself. Nah. I wish you would listen a little more closely, pal. First of all, there's the calling card. We're 100% certain it's authentic. And there's the fact that he seemed to know all about the security system. And finally, his target was an art piece. These are all part of the thief's modus operandi. And so, since this robbery seems to fit all those conditions... That's right. It means that Master Mask is behind it.
Nick, it definitely looks like it was Master Mask who stole the urn. But there's no real evidence either way as to whether Ron Delight is Master Mask. But... Also, the urn hasn't turned up yet, let alone in connection to Mr. Delight himself. So even though we know it was Master Mask that did it, maybe for the time being, I should try to show it wasn't Master Mask that did it. Can I ask you a little something, Detective Gumshoe?
Just hearing the little in that question is making me nervous.
You said he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right?
That's right, pal.
But there's one problem. That's not what he did in this case. The supposedly priceless urn doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art.
What do you mean?
Nick, how can you say such a terrible thing? No, I meant from a financial point of view. I meant it wouldn't fetch a good price.
Well, Prosecutor Godo, what is the value of that urn?
The appraisers I spoke to said they couldn't attach a price to it. And I mean that in the worst sense.
So in other words, it was not the kind of item that Master Mask would normally go after.
If I understand you correctly, Mr. White, you're saying that the theft of the sacred urn was not the work of Master Mask.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Actually, all I did was point out the contradiction. The argument made itself, but...
Well... First of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was this last robbery the work of Master Mask or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godo?
This coffee here, it's my own special blend. I call it Godo number 107. I'm trying to decide whether to cut down on the acidity or the bitterness. That's the only thing I've got on my mind right now, Mr. Trite.
What?
If you're really a man, you should clean up your own mess.
Sorry, but I don't get what you mean.
If you're saying it wasn't Master Mask that stole the urn, then it must be someone imitating Master Mask's methods. A fake.
A fake Damask?
Fake Damask? That sounds so ridiculous. But I like it.
Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Trite. Proof that the person who appeared at Lordly Taylor that night was actually a fake.
Though I don't approve of Mr. Godo's behavior, his point is valid. Mr. Wright, we're waiting.
It looks like I'm gonna have to prove it. I need proof that the person at Lordly Taylor that night was in fact fake Damask. Wait, who's sliding in the coffee? The proof is right here.
This looks like a photo taken by a security camera.
But if you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar about it.
Well then, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? Go on. Show us just what about this picture is so peculiar.
It's right here, of course.
You mean Master Mask?
I have here a piece of reference I would like the court to take a look at. Isn't that the publicity photo I bought this morning? The problem I have with the security camera photo is the brooch on Damask's chest.
A breach here? Bailiff, get my steed. We need to retreat at once.
A brooch, Your Honor. It's a sort of clasp for holding one's cape on.
Clasp, eh? Oh, I see now. But the Master Mask in the security camera photo, he has no brooch.
That brooch is the same as the emblem on Damask's calling card and serves as his symbol. But the thief that broke into Lordly Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this Master Mask is a fake.
I've been fooled again. Order! It's true, undeniably true. Detective Gumshoe, how could you have overlooked this? I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how I...
Hey now, if you're gonna have a pity party, invite me too.
Mr. Godo, you deserve some blame in this too. How could you have overlooked such a large brooch?
The brooch you're talking about. Do you mean this?
That's Master Mask's brooch.
Where did you find it?
Well, I've always had a good nose for evidence. I got it at the crime scene. It was hidden in the shadow of a big female Buddha statue.
Buddha statue? You must mean the Ami Faye statue.
Why did you tell me about that, sir?
I always put evidence away in my pocket. After all, it's the safest place for crucial evidence.
This guy is one cool customer.
It's a little early to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady? That friend of yours left pretty little hickeys on there, too.
Hickeys?
Figuratively speaking, of course. I'm referring to Ron Delight's fingerprints.
What? What? The defendant's fingerprints are on the brooch. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Godo, let's see that brooch.
I've grown attached to my metallic girlfriend here. Take good care of her.
It appears to have been torn off some clothing. There's a little bit of cloth left on the back.
Obviously, there must have been a big struggle that night at the crime scene.
Uh-oh. Phoenix, we have a problem.
You mess with Godot, and you get burned.
He's been playing me like a violin.
Well, Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness.
Huh? You're done with me? But I haven't proved anything yet.
You've proven your own incompetence. That's good enough.
That doesn't sound good at all. Bailiff, bring the next witness into the courtroom.
Finally time for the ace detective to make his appearance, huh?
One second is one drip of the coffee pot. Let's hurry it up.
Shh! Silence! Now I see. It's all becoming clear.
What's clear?
Zvali, the truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. What we have here is a judge and a prosecutor. A coffee maniac at that. Am I correct?
Well, yes, that's right.
Not bad. Not bad at all. You're the first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil.
Well, sir prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Luke Atme, ace detective and rising star illuminating the heavens. Boy, these two make a perfect pair. They'd either be best friends or they'd tear each other's heads off.
I've heard that on the night of the crime you were all alone on security detail.
You have heard correctly. My specially made Monaco is worth more than 100 Detective Gumshoes. If Detective Gumshoe was worth anything, that is. Why was this guy all by himself anyway? There must be some reason. I'm sure of it.
Well then, tell us what this special monocle of yours witnessed.
It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. That's when my nemesis, the infamous Master Mass, dancingly descended upon me. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. And 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police.
So you did get a clear look at the criminal?
My specially made monocle never misses a thing. However, that is limited to things that fall within my own visual range. But of course, that's only natural.
I fail to see why the witness seemed so proud of his performance that evening.
Well, Sir Old-Timer, let me explain. We're not speaking of any ordinary thief, but the king of thieves, the great Master Mask, my arch enemy. That is what my instincts and my years of experience tell me.
Very well. Proceed with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
So that would be 1 o'clock on the morning of the 12th, correct? That's an impressive deduction, Sir Lawyer. You were on security duty that night. Where exactly were you at the time? A penetrating question. I was in the basement warehouse near the computer. Near the computer, huh?
So then you weren't trying to remain hidden, I take it.
Up to this point, I've tried to remain concealed while waiting for the thief. Yeah, he said the same thing yesterday, too.
Gumshoe also said that they've never spotted the thief at the crime scenes before.
Precisely. That is precisely why I chose not to hide last night. I knew that by not concealing myself, I would be putting pressure on the thief. Looks like the thief was the one applying pressure. On your pigeony head, that is. In any case... Dancingly descended? From where exactly? Well, from the entrance, I suppose. Where else? So in actuality, he neither danced nor descended. Someone please save me. So how is it that you didn't notice the thief? My eyes were looking for the thief's shadow while my ears listened for his footfalls. But even so, the dastardly criminal managed to sneak up on me. It can only be due to his subtly camouflaged cape and soft-soled shoes. I hereby W. Ace Dunce. You didn't see the criminal's face when that happened? Well, that's the difficult part. How should I put it? I saw his mask. That's all I can recall.
That's not very solid as far as testimony goes.
However, fortunately, I had my third monocle, the security camera, at the ready. It captured his image perfectly. This should be sufficient, I believe.
Well, as long as this photo's authentic, I don't see a problem here. Well, Mr. Godo, do you have a problem with the photo? Good, then let's continue with the testimony.
It's giving I saw Max's hat and cloak, so it must have been him. But did you see the roses? Attacked and knocked unconscious, and you weren't able to do a thing? That's certainly some very impressive detective work. Well, sir lawyer, have you ever been suddenly struck on the head? Huh? Well, actually, yes. By a fire extinguisher. And what happened? I was knocked out.
And you lost your memory, too.
You see, you have no right to look down on me then, do you? The only reason I didn't lose my memory was because I have more brains to begin with. He may have brains, but the wiring to the self-reflection part seems to be severed. In any case, that was how I was knocked senseless, and then... About this 30 minutes. My silver cord was loosened, and my soul fled to the golden halls of Elysium.
As usual, I have no idea what this guy is saying.
I think he's saying he was out cold.
So, what happened during these 30 minutes?
No one can say, Your Honor. That span of time has truly vanished into the ether. Just what is he going on about?
There's something suspicious about Detective Atme. How could he not have noticed when the thief came in?
Also, he says he was knocked unconscious before he could fight back. But that can't be right. It contradicts the evidence.
Huh? Which piece?
The real question is, why would he tell such an obvious lie? Mr. Atme, could you take a look at this with that special monocle of yours? Aha! This belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch nemesis, Master Mask. It is, in point of fact, Master Mask's brooch. It was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. I wonder how that happened. Huh. Elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously, it was glued on well enough. Not quite. It clearly shows signs of having been ripped off a piece of clothing.
Ripped off? Oh.
We can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night. That's the only thing I can think of. And there's only one person that was in a position to have a struggle with the thief. The only person that was on security duty that night. You, Detective Atme. Detective Atme, you must have fought with the thief that night. So why did you lie in your testimony to the court?
Witness. Giving false testimony is a serious crime.
Is it, Judge? No. Wait just a moment, Sir Old-Timer.
Don't talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home.
I just remembered, Your Honor. I was just confused because I've been dealing with so many cases lately.
The true measure of a man is in the amount of work he does. That's what I always say.
Nick, you can only handle one case at a time, isn't that right?
You talk too much.
Witness? So are you now saying that you and the thief fought? Hold on. That's quite enough, Your Honor. Excuse me? Save the big questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules.
Indeed, I understand. I, Luke Atme, agree completely. Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However, Luke Atme cannot be so easily discombobulated. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. A true gentleman fights only with his own fists. But they were not enough. His first blow struck true. Bam! And that's all she wrote.
So, in the end, you did catch a glimpse of Master Mask.
Correct. It was during his third crime that he struck me from behind. It seems that my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak.
Well, that's certainly understandable. I myself always get confused about which testimony goes with which case.
That can't be good. Oh shit, we already hit the Allegro version of the song. I love this one too, by the way. Like, I know I probably pointed it out the last time that it played, but this is probably like my favorite of the testimony themes. So why did you look away from the door anyway? In addition to the camera, I had prepared a variety of other sensors as well. The alarm on one of those had gone off, so I had to check the data. That's why I went to the computer. Elegantly, of course. So you were momentarily vulnerable when you were working on the computer. What should I do? Should I ask some more questions? Well, we know for sure that Atme looked away from the door. I think I should ask about something else now. Alright, so you looked away from the door. And then? I'm gonna go back and ask those other questions real quick. What kind of sensors are you talking about? There are other places in the basement that someone could enter and exit from. There are air conditioner ducts, sewer pipes, and a cat door as well. I hooked up heat detecting infrared and ultraviolet sensors to each of them. That's a lot of hardware. Was it all yours? Lord Lee Taylor Department Store was kind enough to provide the monitoring hardware. Naturally, the security camera that took the photo belongs to them as well. In other words, he couldn't have rigged the equipment, huh? Has that cleared up any doubts you had about me, sir lawyer? Let's see. Let's ask the third question. So did that computer belong to Lord Lee Taylor as well? Correct. Well, except for the program that manages the data. That was specially designed by me. Look at me. In that case, he could have easily manipulated the data. What's wrong, sir lawyer?
What does that mean? Discombobulated.
Young people these days, they really irritate me. They allow perfectly good old words to die until everyone forgets what they mean.
Sorry, but what exactly does it mean anyway?
Now I've forgotten. What was I saying?
Robert Downey Jr. voice.
Discombobulate.
Jeez, it's better than old people who forget what they were saying 5 seconds ago.
Well, it looks like we've cleared that up. You can go on with your testimony.
What do you mean by weapon from the side?
Naturally, that thief had no idea that I, Luke Atme, was hiding in the area. He grabbed the sword from the statue that was standing by the door to the warehouse.
Sword? You mean the sword that was all twisted like a tree branch?
Correct. Fortunately for me, the blade was not sharp.
Okay, so he is talking about the Shichishito.
So the thief armed himself with a sword, and what about yourself, witness?
You had that much faith in your own fighting ability.
But of course, in college, I was the second in charge of the boxing club.
I'm sorry if I fail to find that appropriately impressive.
However, my opponent in the ring this time was my arch nemesis, Mask Damask.
This guy's a real piece of work. Can you tell us a little more about what happened?
My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might say he was powericious.
Powericious?
I assumed the Atme fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. That, of course, was checkmate. My opponent had bested me.
What do I do now? Should I ask more about this? What is this Atme fighting style?
I'm sorry, but that's a trade secret. I really can't say any more. But I suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must. The main thing is to put your back to the wall. That way, no one can get behind you.
That's it? That's the Atme fighting style?
Well, Mr. Wright, what about that testimony?
Of course it's important. We've learned a detective's secret technique after all.
Yes, indeed. I'll remember to use it if I ever take a walk alone late at night.
Why the heck is he eyeballing me like that? It's creeping me out.
Now then, witness. We'll go ahead and add that secret information to your official testimony.
I put my back to the wall to fight, but the thief's blow landed upon my third eye.
Where is this third eye you're talking about?
Oh, it's right between my right and left eyebrows. It's quite invisible to the unenlightened. You may call it the forehead if you like.
Why didn't you just say that in the first place?
Sir Lawyer, it looks like the creases in your own forehead are getting deeper. So, Mr. Atme got hit in the forehead then?
That's what he says.
I've got a funny feeling about that.
Actually, so do I.
Well, what do you think, Nick?
Well, there's one thing that I'm absolutely sure of now.
Yeah? What is it?
This Luke Atme guy, he's definitely hiding something.
But why?
I think I'm starting to figure out what really happened that night. And about the true nature of this detective.
Detective Atme, your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards. What fun this is, Sir Lawyer. It truly is a pleasure to cross swords with you. And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet at my armored feet. I believe this is what you said yesterday. No, the coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door. Then my arch-nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here.
From behind, huh?
But just now, you testified that he struck you on the forehead. I hardly think you could forget where you were hit on the head. It seems I've made another mistake. Detective Atme, that's not the only strange part of your testimony.
What do you mean by that?
For example, the very fact that you hid the calling card from the police itself is strange. It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security. Geniuses such as myself have always been misunderstood. How sad. That's wrong.
Objection! To err is human, to forgive divine. Humans aren't machines. They have souls, feelings. They live, they die, they love, they hate. And yes, they even make mistakes.
Hey, hold on. It's not as pretty as that.
Really? What is it like then? Always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules.
This is it. This might just be my chance to turn things around.
Mr. Roy, what is it exactly that you are asserting?
Very well, Your Honor. The defense asserts that... The answer is simple. It's all clear to me now. Detective Luke Atme's true identity is actually Master Mask.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Roy, what is the meaning of this?
There are too many unnatural parts to Mr. Atme's story. He says he was hiding at the crime scene, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then, in his last case, he manages to outperform Detective Gumshoe and the entire police force to miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure. That's because I analyzed the crime scene data and made an exquisitely elegant deduction. I picked up clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at a... Oh, please. The explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Atme. The truth is that you are, in fact, Master Mask.
But Mr. Roy, this photo, it clearly shows Master Mask. This security camera belongs to Lordly Taylor department store. He shouldn't have been able to manipulate it.
He didn't need to manipulate it. He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security, then he simply dressed up as the thief and stole the urn.
So the ace detective is actually an ace thief.
Danganronpa style reveal.
Is this true, witness?
Damask's MO is pure genius, and so am I. Look at me, ace detective. You're very clever to have come to such a conclusion. I am impressed, Sir Lawyer.
What? Witness, you're admitting it?
Nick, now's your chance. Yes, time to put the last nail in this guy's coffin.
Objection!
Oh, I didn't even get to read that before.
Goto blend number 102. My personal favorite. Mr. Godo. The ace detective is actually an ace thief. I smell a best-selling novel. There's only one problem. It simply isn't true. But Mr. Godo, Mr. Wright has made some very strong points, and I will admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of whole cloth. But it is in fact nothing more than a patchwork quilt, Mr. Trite. If this detective really is the thief, then show us the proof of your claim. But it has better be as hot and as perfect as the coffee dripping down your face. Well, Mr. Wright, don't just stand there. This court would like to see this decisive proof you have, quickly.
Huh? Oh, yes, of course. What's the big rush?
Are you alright, Nick?
Atme looks pretty rattled right now. I'd like to finish this right now if I can. But can I really do it? The decisive evidence that proves Luke Atme is in fact mask to mask. I don't have anything. I think I don't have anything. Proof? Of course I've got nothing.
Ha! Just what I thought. A man has to hold his head up high, no matter how bad things get, after all. I see. I thought perhaps you had some evidence to back up your assertion.
This is no good. I've got to stay on the attack. I'll never get another chance to prove that this guy's a thief.
Don't give up, Nick. Think harder and try again.
It's no good. I'm just not ready yet.
But are you gonna just give up and let us lose this? So, you've come to your senses, have you, sir lawyer?
I can't think of a counterattack at all.
It seems the cloud of suspicion surrounding this witness has lifted. Mr. Godo, if you have anything further to add, then... Who? Who are you?
That doesn't really matter right now, does it?
Miss Delight? What are you doing here?
Nicky boy. The thing you've been looking for. I think I found it.
You mean that bag?
No, not the bag. What's in the bag? Well?
That's...
The sacred urn! Nick! It's the urn!
Order! 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 You, madam. That urn, where did you find it?
You'll never believe it. It was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pants Ace Detective. Look at me. Oh, Desi, you're the best!
Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Atme? Even you're gonna have a hard time weaseling out of this.
Pathetic. Mr. Godo, do you have something you wish to say? Yes, Your Honor. It simply amazes me how quickly times change. In the old days, a man was to be taken at his word. It's truly sad. You're still denying that Mr. Atme was involved? Before casting aspersions at Detective Atme, consider the young lady here. Your name is Desiree. Desiree Delight. Is that correct?
Yes, what about it?
How charming. The lengths that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring.
What are you insinuating?
As the wife of the criminal, you could have discovered that stolen urn anywhere, including the office of the good detective here. So you found the urn. What does that prove? It certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it.
What? I just brought it here from the detective's office.
Please, madam. This town is already filled to the brim with lies. Any more could only compound the tragedy we've been witness to.
You're wrong. I would never do such a thing.
Miss Delight.
Please, Nicky boy, you've got to help me talk some sense into these people.
There must be some way. I've got to prove that urn was actually in the Atme Detective Agency. I can prove where the urn was by the fingerprints on it.
Fingerprints, eh?
Oh, come now. Now you're really making me laugh, Sir Lawyer. Fingerprints indeed. May I go on? Good. Now, it would be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were on the urn. After all, it was I who was guarding the urn in the first place. In any case, I am always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see. So, unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything.
What about it, Mr. Wright? This witness's fingerprints would mean nothing anyway.
Nick, what are you gonna do now?
I've come too far to turn back now. Atme must have brought the urn back to his office yesterday. And there, I'm sure someone must have left their fingerprints on it. The defense proposes that the fingerprints of this person should be on the urn. If you guys remember, we touched but didn't see something. So what is all this fuss about fingerprints anyway? Mr. Atme, do you recall the events of yesterday?
Hey, Nick, come on, open it up.
Hey, wait a minute. We can't just open his private property.
Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation. Well, what's in there?
Hang on a sec. I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard and smooth. Well, hello there. It's true that I didn't get a chance to look in the bag at that time, but I did touch what was inside. What? You touched it? And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard. Well, that was just... Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn. If my fingerprints are on there, then it proves that the urn was in Detective Atme's office.
Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, it still doesn't prove when they were put there, does it?
Of course it does.
What did you say?
It's not what I say, but what Adrian Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibition, said.
I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable.
If she polished it that much, she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to get my fingerprints on it after that was yesterday at the Atme Detective Agency.
This blend. Godo blend number 107. I've decided. It's a little too bitter after all. Order! 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 I accept the defense's request. Bailiff, take this urn and...
Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that.
No need, you say?
Precisely. I already know Mr. Wright's fingerprints are on the urn.
What do you say?
Yes, I've finally broken him down. Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown.
This guy is nuttier than a fruitcake.
You see, it was me all along. I am the one and only Mask Damask. I hope you all enjoyed my little performance.
Well, Mr. Godo, what's Mr. Atmy's condition?
He's still in the lobby, laughing insanely, Your Honor. I wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be.
Well, it looks like the matter has been settled. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man, besmirching him with the title of thief.
Nick, you were right after all.
Yeah, I guess Mr. Delight really wasn't the thief.
The court finds the defendant Mr. Ron Delight.
You're wrong. Wrong, I tell you. I mean, not exactly wrong so much, but actually not right is what I was really trying to
Oh no, he's not. This can't be happening.
The thief. The sneaky, odious thief who's been stealing all the treasures. It's me. I'm him. I'm the one you want. I'm the thief, I tell you. So do it. Pronounce me guilty, please.
I don't know what kind of a kangaroo court you all think this is, but
The true identity of the thief has already been proven. Please hurry and pass, Judge.
What are you talking about? I already confessed I'm the thief, I tell you.
Mr. Godo, don't just stand there drinking coffee.
Hey there, Mr. Thief.
Yes? Yes, sir?
If you're really a man, then clean up your own mess.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I just don't have any idea what you mean.
If you are Master Mask, then prove it. That's what that means.
Yes, sir. I'll be happy to. He says he'll be happy to, Nick.
It's kinda cute. He's 100% committed to his fantasy.
Good boy. Just remember one thing. A boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man.
I know that. I won't fail, I swear.
Okay then. Talk. We're all listening.
Well, let's all have a listen to this confession.
The truth is, I've been Master Mask all along. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually Master Mask, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen, after all. I donned my costume that night and dancingly descended upon the scene of the crime. Look, you can see right there in the photo. That's me. As for my brooch, I snagged on the door handle and it got torn off, that's all.
I don't like the direction this trial has taken.
But this is how every trial goes. At least with me, anyway.
You're doing great.
Stop it, Mr. Godo. You're embarrassing me.
Like I said, you're only going to get one chance to testify, alright? But if you make it through this with flying colors, I'll keep my promise too. I'll make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and only true Mask to Mask.
Thanks so much, Mr. Godo. I'll do my best.
Alright, Mr. Wright, I'm afraid it's time for the cross-examination.
You may think you're the real Master Mask, but your wife thinks you're delusional.
I haven't told Desi yet. About my true identity, I mean. Believe me, I've got my reasons.
With the way your room is decked out, how could she not know about it?
Even thieves have complicated family situations, I suppose.
What should I do? It sounds like we're about to get sidetracked. Again. There's no point in digging through any more of their dirty laundry. Why don't you continue with the testimony for now? No. Now I'm gonna press it. I just want to see what happens if you... So why are you withholding the truth from your wife?
Well, first of all, I don't think she'd believe me anyway, and second, if there's one thing that Desi absolutely detests, it's criminals.
If that's the case, then why did you ever start thieving to begin with?
Well, Desi's crazy about shopping. She's a real shopaholic. But she's the love of my life, Your Honor. I guess you could say I'm a Desi-holic.
So you do have a complicated family situation after all.
Alright, that's enough. Please continue with your testimony. I beg of you. I thought you were going to be the one to show us the proof. You know, that you're the real Master Mask and not just some kind of obsessed fanboy.
Hey now, that's not fair. Why do I have to do all the hard work anyway?
Maybe because you're the one making the outrageous claim. For a change.
Come on, Nick. You know that Mr. Delight couldn't have committed the crime. You're the one with the fancy law degree. It's time to put it to work already.
I need some kind of proof that Ron couldn't possibly be Master Mask.
Well, I guess if you had that kind of proof, we wouldn't still be here, would we?
For the time being, maybe I need to shift strategy. I should try to show that Mr. Delight couldn't have stolen the urn.
Anyway,
You've got no alibi.
I've been a judge for a long time. And this is the first time I've ever heard a defendant brag about having no alibi.
But I tell you, I was in Lordly Taylor that night. No, that's too vague even for me. To be more precise, I was down in the basement warehouse.
Hold on.
What is it, Nick?
Where was Ron Delight when the crime happened anyway? If we can prove he had an alibi after all, this case will be a piece of cake.
Well, you're right, but...
You think you can prove that? Wake up and smell the coffee.
Well, I think maybe I can.
Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence that shows the defendant has an alibi?
I have the evidence. Or do you still think I'm some kind of third-rate rookie?
Oh, well, I've never seen you this angry before.
I'm not surprised. Anger is the last refuge of the pathetic.
I thought I was more confident than angry.
Well then, let's see this evidence already. Show to this court evidence that proves where your client was on the night of the crime.
Mr. Delight, this wallet belongs to you, correct?
Yes, it does. I had lost it somewhere.
Mr. Wright, when you find a wallet, you should report it to the police right away.
No, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence. I love that goofy face of his when he looks embarrassed.
Evidence?
Mr. Delight, when did you first notice that you'd lost your wallet? Let's see, I think it was on the night of the crime, but I know I still had it when Desi and I went out for dinner. This wallet was found at approximately 1 a.m. at KB Security Headquarters.
What? Surely you're not serious.
Yes, I am serious. This proves that Mr. Delight was, in fact, at KB Security that night.
No!
The Gomen Umfchan. So if the defendant was at KB Security at 1 o'clock in the morning, then that proves that he has a watertight alibi.
No!
Furthermore, considering the distance between Lordly Taylor and KB Security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car, according to Larry anyway.
Well, Mr. Godo, do you have anything to say? And stop drinking that coffee!
Come on, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong.
You're the only one who calls me thief, Mr. Godo. Alright, I'll try. I'll do it. I will. He's really got Mr. Delight all worked up.
Yeah, he's like a kid at his first day of school.
Look, it's just ridiculous. Why would I have dropped my wallet at KB Security? Someone must have planted it there to make it look like I was there and not at the heist. Planted it there? He's really reaching now.
Mr. Delight, you probably dropped your wallet when you took it out to use this, didn't you? The key card to KB Security's CEO's office.
No!
That was a pretty good try, Mr. Trite. Unfortunately, you've overlooked one small thing.
What?
Motive, of course. Why would this thief go to KB Security in the middle of the night anyway?
Well, Mr. Wright, looks like you need some more evidence after all.
This stupid kid!
Now then, let's see your evidence. The evidence that shows why Mr. Delight went to KB Security at 1 a.m. that night.
Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before. Right? Correct?
That's...
What is it?
A blackmail letter. That's what it looks like from its contents.
Blackmail?
Yes. Basically, it says bring $50,000.
Well, that certainly sounds like blackmail, alright.
At the time of the theft, Mr. Delight was dealing with the blackmailer himself, in KB Security's CEO office, a full half an hour away from the scene of the crime.
No, 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 no! Order! 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 So when the theft of the urn occurred, the defendant was at KB Security. It looks like a perfect case for a defense.
You may see it as a perfect case, Judge. But to me... well, let's just say that my Godo blend number 107 impresses me a lot more.
What are you trying to say?
You say the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company, but did you actually investigate the CEO at all?
Huh? Well, no, I guess not.
Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof? I'm not sure what I think of that.
Not sure what I think of that? At least I know what I think of you.
Good point. I'm not sure what I think of it myself. You claim that the defendant entered the CEO's office, but you'll need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright.
Nick, I think we're gonna have to track down the CEO guy.
No, we don't have to track down the CEO at all.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Trite?
There's someone else who can testify. This is the person who can testify that the keycard was used at 1 a.m. that night.
Who is this useless-looking young man?
You don't remember him, Your Honor?
Not exactly. But just looking at his picture makes the bile start to rise in my throat.
Looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago.
He probably blocked out that memory on purpose. Anyway, this man was working as a guard at KB Security that night.
Oh?
The question at hand is this keycard. Yep, that's the keycard they use in the building I work. According to the serial number, this one is for the CEO's office. You need it to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. As you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We should be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing this keycard's data.
Ugh. Well, Mr. Godo?
The name of the CEO of KB Security is King Pullard. I was unable to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data. Here.
So what does it show?
Each keycard has its own serial number, and they leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, this card was used at 1 a.m. on the morning of the crime.
What that means, it can't be Mr. Delight dressed as Master Mask in this photo.
It looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't even enough time to brew a good cup of joe.
So then...
Ron Delight was clearly in the office of KB Security's CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be mask to mask.
Good job, you did it, Nick.
That's enough. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man, besmirching him with the title of thief.
What's wrong, Your Honor?
I'm ready to pass judgment, but before I do that, do you have any further objections?
No, Your Honor.
Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight, not guilty.
I kind of feel bad because in cross-examining him in order, I ended up advancing instead of getting all the statements, but oh well.
Court is now adjourned.
October 13th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 4.
Nick, you did it. You were right after all. Actually, I'm a little bit ashamed of myself. Nicky boy.
Oh, Miss Delight.
I knew you could do it. I believed in you all along, Nicky boy. I don't know how I can ever repay you.
Aw. Shucks. Thanks, Miss Delight. I just know I'm blushing.
Congratulations, Mr. Nick.
Oh, pearls. Got a bad feeling about this.
Who is this woman?
Oh, she's nobody. She's just a...
You're blushing. How dare you do this in front of Mr. Maya? You should be ashamed of yourself.
Ouch! She slapped me.
Pearly? This woman is Miss Desiree Delight. She's our client's wife. Mr. Nick!
Yes?
You're even worse than I thought. Going behind the back of your own client.
No! You've got it all wrong.
I'll never forgive you.
Ow. Double slap.
Well, anyway, all's well that ends well, right? We got the sacred urn back, and the thief has been caught. You're so right. And it's all thanks to Nicky Boy here. But actually, it was you, Miss Delight, that brought us our urn back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, please. You're embarrassing me.
If we won the case, then why does this guy still look so glum?
But I am the thief.
Actually, what's the point now?
What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie. I know that, and I appreciate it, Desi. But the thing is...
Come on. Give the kid some time. He's just got a little touch of the blues. You know about feeling blue, right, amigo?
Mr. Godo, what are you doing here?
Oh, come on. I just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Trite.
Maybe you should learn my name before you call me buddy.
Well, playtime is over.
Huh?
Early this morning, the body of Kane Bullard was discovered.
King Bullard? Where have I heard that name before? Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security? Wait, but body?
The estimated time of death was 1 a.m. on October 12th.
1 a.m. on October 12th. You don't mean...
That's right, amigo. At the same time that a cheap little urn was being stolen, the CEO of KB Security was being murdered.
So then, what are you doing here?
Oh, come on. You figured it out already, haven't you, amigo? Or have you already forgotten about that piece of info I helped you out with today?
Helped me out? What?
On October 12th, at 1 o'clock in the morning, Ron Delight was in the CEO's office, the scene of the murder. After getting that blackmail letter, he must have been imbrued with utter rage.
What are you saying? Imbued with rage?
Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron Delight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard.
An employee of KB Security?
Looks like the alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief is gonna be the noose that gets him hanged. Kind of an anti-alibi.
No way.
He can't be the thief, because he was at the murder scene while the murder occurred.
No, that's a lie. It can't be true. But I am a thief, I tell you.
Ron Delight, you're going back to prison again. This time the charge is much more serious. This time, you'll be tried for murder.
What? This can't... This is impossible.
I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Trite. You and I aren't through with each other yet. Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward.
Mr. Nick, is there something personal between you two?
I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. At least let me have some fun while I'm here.
This guy... Who the heck is he? He may be quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced.
Well then, Time to say goodbye to Mr. Delight.
Nick, how could this be happening?
Right in front of our very eyes, our client has been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me.
Ronnie!
Arrested for murder on the very same day he's declared innocent of larceny. What the heck's gonna happen next? Is he a tanned Edgeworth with his hair dyed white? Well, one, I don't see why that would be, because we've already got Edgeworth back in the last game without the whole... with only some rigmarole. But that is a hilarious guess. Anyway, I'm gonna take a quick break for some water. Doing Godo's voice and switching off with other people has done a little bit of a number on me. So I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, get some water, and just kind of relax my voice a little before I get back to it. But I am gonna go do the investigation portion next because it's only been an hour and a half, and I think I can squeeze that in anyway. So, is he a tanned Von Karma? Good guesses all around. I'll be right back. Alright, and we are back. Let's go ahead and continue on. We're going to do the investigation portion now. October 13th, 3:02 p.m. Right in co-law offices.
You know, I'm glad we found the urn and all, but poor Mr. Delight got arrested again.
Well, supposedly Mr. Delight was in the CEO's office when the murder occurred.
No way, Jose. I don't buy it. But the one who proved that Mr. Delight was there was Mr. Nick himself. At least from what I can understand. Looks like you did too good of a job this time, Nick.
Well... How about we get started looking into the KB security murder?
I think I'm gonna head back to Crying Village for a little while, if that's alright. Sure, but why? I'm gonna bring the sacred urn back and have some people take a look at it. Oh, that's a good idea. I think I'll go with... No, Mystic Maya, you should stay here. I want you two to spend some special quality time together, full of love and happiness.
Pearls is so caught up in her fantasy, she forgot there's a murder to solve.
Now remember, no fighting, okay?
She's gone.
Okay, Nick. Time to get going on this murder investigation.
So, what do we do now?
Isn't it obvious? We should get out there and investigate the murder.
Well, first we need to find out exactly where KP Security is located.
Hey, why don't we ask Miss Delight? She should know. Besides, I want to ask her some stuff about motorcycles.
Motorcycles? You're not thinking of getting one, are you?
I'm not the same little Maya who used to be happy with her dinky little bike, Nicky boy.
Speaking of asking around, I've got a few questions of my own for Mr. Delight.
Okay, well, let's make sure to go to detention center too.
You must be relieved we got the sacred urn back, huh?
You bet. But there's something a little different about it. Don't at me. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, take a look at this. It clearly says I am on the urn in the poster. But the urn we got back says Ami like it always used to.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Plus the vase has pink splotches on it now. I'm sure they weren't there before.
Maya doesn't know, but 1 year ago when the urn was broken, the repairer accidentally turned Mystic Ami's name into I Am. And that repairer was one mechanically unskilled Little Pearls. But still, I don't remember ever seeing pink splotches on it.
Is it possible that urn is a fake?
I was wondering if anyone was gonna mention it looks like it took a trip to Danganronpa to be a murder weapon. I'm sure Pearls will find out about that once she gets back to Crying Village.
Yeah, I suppose.
Now that I think about it, Maya hasn't been back to Crying Village in a long time. So I guess people still go to Crying Village to do their training, right?
Yep. If you want to become a spirit medium, you need to undergo severe training.
So why haven't you been training lately, Maya?
Well, lately I've been thinking of heading to a channeling dojo to do just that.
A channeling dojo, huh? Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is.
If you're gonna train, you have to be serious. Otherwise, real tragedies can happen.
Is what happened last year still bothering you? That murder in her village, it happened because the power of channeling was misused. When a medium uses the crying technique, she temporarily loses her own will. So when an especially strong spirit is summoned, The spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible crimes. What's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened. That murder, it wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you?
I suppose not, but I guess I'm still a bit shaken up, that's all.
Sounds like being the master of crime's gonna be a heavy responsibility. Refer to case 22 for more details, Excelsior. I mean, that may be true, that's also literally not what happened. Charlie, a quite decorative plant. When she was alive, Mia really loved it. She even went so far as to make it our mascot. No matter how busy I get, I never forget to water this little fella. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it a long time ago. Maya watched it recently and said she cried all night too, which I guess is why it's back up on the wall. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Difficult-looking legal books stand in a formidable row. They mock me. These were all Mia's. Wow, I just realized I didn't buy a single one of these. It's my desk. I don't get to use it much, so the dust bunnies are starting to mount their assault. Today it's sparkly clean. I guess Pearls must have wiped them out for me. There's a giant building just outside the window. It's the Gatewater Hotel, a high-class luxury hotel. The chain is getting so rich they bought a whole chunk of the next town over. And started building a huge theme park. It's going to be called Gatewaterland. And to think 2 years ago it was just a little hotel for businessmen.
So you've still got that badge, I see.
Huh? Well, I'm a lawyer, aren't I?
Yeah, but I guess I just didn't think you'd keep on being one for this long. You have to admit, you've had some close brushes with death because of your job.
Fail to see how being a lawyer is more dangerous than channeling dead people. What do you think about this?
It seems like it has something to do with this case, but I'm not really sure. I'm glad we got the sacred urn back and all.
So then how come you don't look any happier?
Why should I? I don't know if it should say Ami or I am on it anymore. And now it's got big pink polka dots on it that weren't there before.
Don't you think you're overreacting just a little?
Overreacting? Nick, I can't believe you said that. I mean, it's like, I got it. It's like if I came in wearing polka dots on my acolyte costume every day and said, "Hi Nick, I'm Ayam." Well, do you still think it's no big deal?
I guess it would be, a real disaster?
You see? You see? Well, that's how I feel.
What do you think about this? She never lies to him, so it never reacts. You can always present the Magatama to Maya because their trust is immaculate. That's what I think. That's fair. So this was made by the real Master Mask, huh?
Yep, Detective Gumshoe said it was the real thing. One look at this mark and you know it's the real deal, pal.
Yeah, but you do realize whose deductive reasoning skills we're talking about here, right?
You know, even I didn't know this statue existed until a little while ago.
Didn't Adrian say it's from a Fave branch family's training hall or something?
Yes, there are actually a lot of training halls scattered all over the country, hidden away deep in desolate mountains.
Why does it always have to be desolate mountains? According to this data, the thief showed up at the basement warehouse at...
1 o'clock in the morning, right?
Yeah, but remember this data came from Atme. For all we know, he might have somehow tampered with it.
But then what about this photo? It's got the time on it too.
Yeah, and the security camera belonged to Lordly Taylor. Atme couldn't have tampered with the photo's timestamp to show the wrong time.
I guess that means this data is accurate after all.
It's still bent, isn't it?
Detective Atme said it got bent when the thief hit him on the head with it.
Well, it looks like he ended up the bent one after he turned out to be the thief. He must have damaged the sword himself to back up his phony story.
Yeah, I guess he really does have a brawny mind, huh? So Mr. Delight was being blackmailed, huh? By the CEO of the security company he used to work for.
Yeah, it looks like it. Sounds like we still need to do some more poking around.
You'd better watch yourself and not do anything naughty either, Nick.
Was that a threat? Is she trying to blackmail me now? This was found in the building where the crime took place on the very night of the murder. And according to the time record on the keycard inside...
Yeah, it was used right around the time of the murder. Doesn't sound very good, huh? So Detective Atme was masked to mask after all, huh?
I guess so. After all, he did admit it.
Yes, but Mr. Delight still hasn't changed his tune. He's still claiming that he's the real Master Mask. You don't think he's just saying that to avoid the murder charge, do you?
I'm not sure.
This was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. So does that mean Detective Atme put it there himself?
That's the only explanation I can think of. I guess he wanted to make sure it looked like he'd struggled with the thief that night.
Say, Nick, what do you think that thing attached to his face is, anyway?
Don't ask me.
Why not? You know him, don't you?
I've never met that guy before in my life, and believe me, he's not exactly forgettable.
Yeah, but at the trial today, he said...
So we finally meet. Mr. Phoenix Troit. I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you.
You're right about one thing. He sure acts like he knows me.
Hey, Nick, I was just thinking, maybe you should try to stop making people you've never met before into your enemies.
Trust me, I'd like to stop doing that too. My poor body can only take so much. Who is that guy anyway? And what's his story? Wonder if I'll ever find out.
Oh, it's Larry. He's your old childhood friend, right?
Yeah, I've known him since elementary school.
Wow, that's even longer than I've known Pearlie. You two must have lots of good memories together.
I guess so. But I can hardly remember them. They've been erased by all the traumatic ones.
She certainly seems grateful to you, Nick.
Well, she was in a pretty tight spot during that terrible ordeal. Actually, I'm grateful to her too.
Sounds like you're not telling me something. I'm gonna take a good look at the case file next chance I get. That Desiree sure is cool. I love that whole motorcycle thing. The way she laughs in the face of death, I want to try it too.
I thought you only knew how to ride a bike.
Hey, don't forget, Nick, that it's an electric bike.
Electric? So young already. So lazy. Whatever happened to good exercise?
I can hardly believe that guy was really the thief in disguise. I never saw that coming. Then again, I stink at spotting those plot twist things.
Detective Atme seemed to really enjoy himself today. Maybe a little too much.
Yeah, today was pretty wild. Like the plot of some crazy comic book.
Great. Glad you had fun while I was busy getting abused by the prosecutor as always.
Detective Gumshoe's on this case too, huh?
He seems to show up during all of our cases. Can't be a coincidence.
Maybe it's a sign that our fates are destined to be woven together for all time.
Yeah, that'd be a real Beauty and the Beast kind of fairy tale, wouldn't it?
Pearlie sure is a good kid.
Yeah, but she tends to let her imagination get the best of her, though.
That's one of the things I like about her, silly. Slapping you the way she did, she's a tough one, alright.
You're telling me? I think she knocked a few teeth loose. Pearls is only 9, but it's amazing how emotionally strong she is. After all, the only family she has left is her only cousin, Maya.
I'm gonna have to really buckle down and get serious.
Well, you're the future master of the crying channeling technique, after all.
Yeah, that, and I have to play the part of Big Sister, too. For Pearly and you, Nick.
What? Do I look like I was born yesterday? If it wasn't for me, I wouldn't be the person I am today.
Yeah, she told me you used to be really useless. Compared to how unreliable you were then, you actually seem responsible now. Actually, you haven't changed that much, I guess.
Maya praised me for a change. Hey, wait a second.
You're not very photogenic, are you?
Maybe I shouldn't show this picture to too many people. And yet, I've walked around my whole life showing this face of mine to the world. I wonder if I've just been making a fool of myself with this silly face.
I was only joking, Nick. Don't make such a sad face, you're making me feel guilty.
October 13th, Mask to Mask's hideout.
Nicky boy, Maya.
Mr. Light.
All I wanted to do was help my dear Ronnie.
Yeah, but I guess it ended up hurting his case.
Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating herself up. Hey, Nicky boy, please. Please help Ronnie. He's not a killer, I swear. My Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly.
Alright, I'll poke around and see what I can find out.
Really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy. I knew asking for your help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I can do to help anymore.
I had no idea Mr. Light had such a vulnerable side.
Oh shit, it's this track.
I missed this one.
It's Mask to Mask.
There's a tape recorder hanging from his neck.
Let me see that.
I'll be taking this crown now. Better luck next time, gentlemen.
Ronnie used to say that a happy laugh is the lifeblood of a thief. Well, that certainly is a happy sounding laugh, alright. Yes, and laughing isn't as easy as it sounds. The harder you try, the more fake it sounds. Yeah, Mr. Delight really works hard at his craft, huh? Nick, it's a torpedo.
It's hard to believe, but it sure looks real.
Where could he have picked up something like this?
Please don't say that as if torpedoes are just things people leave laying around. Oh, it was already checked. I was thinking that'd be the weapons. Okay, here we go. It's a bunch of cheap costume pieces arranged inside a nice frame.
Look, Nick, it's a fake beard.
There's also a mask made out of cardboard.
Here, Nick, try on this fake beard. Come on, try it on.
Hey, cut it out!
Now put on the mask. It's Phoenix to Mask. If you like it, feel free to take it home with you.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Oh, that's so cute. It's called a hot air balloon, you know.
Wow, there's no fooling you.
I want to make my own balloon now. I even let you ride in it, Nick.
That emblem on the balloon is supposed to be top secret. This could convince the courts that Ron Light is Mask to Mask. I better not tell Maya. She think it's kind of scary when it comes to celebrities. This thing looks vaguely familiar.
Oh, I know, it's a fishbowl. Well, an upside down one anyway.
I think it's a helmet, an alien helmet.
And that looks like a tape recorder or something next to it.
I think it's a transceiver, an alien transceiver.
Oh, that. Ronnie brought that home one day. He asked one of his friends from work if he could have it. It's a Space Ranger uniform. I've never seen Ronnie happier in his whole life. Oh man, now I want one too.
I wonder if KB Security was in charge of security at the event from that old case. There's a whole bunch of stuff piled up over here.
What are these rolls of paper stuck in the trash can? Theft of the Mazarin Stone, the Great Albatross strategy? Theft of the Immortal Goddess statue, the Great Knuckle Bomber strategy.
Did the police even investigate this place?
The police took a look at all of that, you know. Really? Did they say anything? They said it wasn't important.
Oh?
Don't worry about it, Nicky boy. After all, my Ronnie's just an amateur. Amateur or not, this is cool. Knuckle Bomber, how cool is that?
So, Ron received a blackmail letter, huh?
Do you think Miss Delight knows about this?
Well, if she did, I don't think she would have been smiling like that.
I wonder if we should tell her about it.
I think it'd be smarter if we didn't. There are a bunch of books lying here. There are romantic sounding novels about famous heists and fantastic thieves.
Wow, look at all the bookmarks and notes stuck into them.
Let's see here. Note, must remember this thief's way of laughing. Very useful. Calling card, important part of any good thief's modus operandi.
It was always Ronnie's dream to become a thief.
Well, I guess you can chalk that one down as fulfilled.
I wonder why Mr. Delight never talked to his wife about it.
Yeah, well, I think she deserves some of the blame for not bringing it up either. Oh, oops, wrong button.
Listen carefully, Nicky boy. My Ronnie would never ever kill anyone. It's just not in him. I don't think he would either, Nick.
Yeah, but you have to admit he's got a bit of a temper to him. It's not that hard to imagine him just snapping and screaming, "Please die!"
He would never say that. Anyway, Miss Delight, he might not be a killer, but he's still going around saying he's a thief. I already told you, that's just a fantasy for him.
Miss Delight, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy world.
What? How dare you say that to me, Nicky boy? I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Ronnie isn't the thieving type. He's so honest that he wouldn't even sneak a nap. He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal a glance. A thief. Huh, the very idea.
I guess I just don't get it.
Huh? Get what?
I just can't understand how they can be so different and yet be such a happy couple.
Yeah, they sure are different. Come on now, Nicky boy. It's not that mysterious, is it? It was love at first sight. For me, anyway. What? For you?
Oops, wrong one.
Miss Delight, do you know about KB Security? Don't be silly, of course I do. That's where my Ronnie works.
So she thinks he still works there, huh? And yet, according to what we heard today...
Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron Delight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard.
Ron quit. He doesn't work there anymore.
Looks like Mr. Light doesn't know. KB Security is only about 20 minutes away, by motorcycle that is.
Larry told me it takes 30 by car.
Well, I have to admit I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike.
To make it to KB Security that fast, are you sure you aren't literally flying?
Why don't I give you a ride sometime? Or better yet, how about now?
No, I'll pass, thanks. Why don't you just tell us where it is and we'll go ourselves?
What a scaredy cat you are, Nick.
Let's see. Mr. Light told us the location of KB Security.
Okay, let's head over there right away, Nick. So was it really love at first sight when you first met Mr. Delight? Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life. Saved your life? I was at work one day when two robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I'm not the kind to just curl into a little ball in a corner, so I fought back.
Robbers?
Yes, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. They were both carrying these huge knives, and I broke down into tears.
Yeah, I would too if I were in that situation.
Oh, I think I get it. Did Mr. Delight come running to save you? Yes, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his. He went right up to those two knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces. Please, stop it! He screamed. I could see the robbers' faces turn pale.
That high-pitched shriek of his does have a surprisingly strong effect on people.
Then, crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the two robbers. All by himself. He came to save me, a total stranger, all by himself. He was so scared that he was crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me. Wow, that's a great story. Yes, he may not look it, but in a tough situation, there's no one better. That's why I fell in love with him like I did.
That's so romantic. I'd fall in love too, I guess.
Nick, I hope you'll do the same for me if I ever get taken hostage.
With Maya, that possibility always seems to look in the loom in a not-so-distant future.
I hate these kinds of people more than anything. You mean ace detectives? No, I'm fine with ace detectives. Oh, so then you must mean thieves. No, they're alright too. I just hate thieves that pretend to be ace detectives. There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men. By the way, why did you go to Detective Amy's office anyway? Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more anxious. I went there to try to find out more about the real criminal. The real criminal? Yes, obviously the real Master Mask is not my Ronnie, right? Yeah? And Detective Atme knew more about Master Mask than anyone else. They mentioned him on the Great People Around Town segment on TV.
So then, you went there to ask him some questions?
That's right. I'll do whatever it takes to save my man. His secretary said the ace detective isn't in right now, but I forced my way past her and into his hideout.
I wouldn't exactly call that office of his a hideout.
That bag was sitting right there on top of the table. Oh yeah, we saw that bag there yesterday, too. There's nothing lower than someone who would try to pin a crime on someone else.
Excuse me, but would you take a look at this?
Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't the faintest idea. I guess I just don't get out enough. I'm so happy that you got your sacred urn back. Well, I have you to thank for that, Mr. Light. And I'm sorry. Huh? What are you apologizing for? Because I mistakenly blamed your husband for taking it. I told you, didn't I? My Ronnie could never do such a thing.
So what do you know about this?
No, you can't show her that, Nick. That emblem is top secret, don't you remember?
Sorry. Oops, sorry about that. But the way she just said top secret was a worse giveaway than what I did.
Ooh, when I hear the word top secret, it just piques my interest like nothing else.
Do you know about this?
Oh, is that a letter addressed to my Ronnie? Sorry, but I hate it when people poke their noses into other people's business. Looks like Miss Delight doesn't know about it, which means she has no idea her husband was being blackmailed.
That emblem is in her house right now.
That's Ronnie's wallet. It was found at KB Security on the night of the murder. Ronnie and I went out to dinner early that evening. I'm sure he had his wallet with him then.
So it's true then. He must have dropped it at the crime scene.
Ah, I know what that is. That's one of those key cards from Ronnie's company. Come to think of it, it's been a long time since I've seen one.
It's probably because Ron doesn't work there anymore.
So this is Mask to Mask, huh? Wonder what kind of a house he lives in.
Who knows? Maybe it's exactly like this house.
You're so funny sometimes, Nicky boy. But if I was a famous thief, I'd live in a great big, gorgeous mansion.
I'll be sure to tell that to your husband.
I don't like this man one bit. He's had it in for my Ronnie from the very beginning. It's his fault that Ronnie's under suspicion of committing murder.
Plus, he lobbed a coffee grenade at me.
You looked pretty silly wearing that mug on your head like a birthday hat. Oh, I know. We can get him back tomorrow by returning fire with a milk grenade. Oh, this is the guy who delivered Ronnie's wallet. He's got some issues, doesn't he?
Huh?
Let's just say his flirting style is pretty obvious. Pretty stale, too, actually. It's pretty sad when the only thing you remember about a man are his lame pickup lines.
What's even more sad is said man probably believes in those like they're his lifelines.
Looks like he blew it again, huh? As long as I've got my motorcycle and my Ronnie, I'm happy. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, that plus a little excitement and a little shopping money. Then I'm happy. Now she's starting to sound a bit greedy. Don't you think, Nick? I'll never forgive this man. He tried to pin his own crimes on my Ronnie. I don't blame you. All criminals are the same. They're nothing but filthy, sneaking liars. I hate their guts.
Okay, I think I get it. And I think I can see why Ron didn't tell her how he was earning that money.
I know he doesn't look it, but he can really get things done when he puts his mind to it. Really? So when exactly does he put his mind to it? Well, not very often, I'll admit. But I'll never forget the first time we met as long as I live. It must be nice to have such a fond memory like that. Oh, this girl. I saw her slap Nicky Boy right across the face.
Yeah, she did. Of all the ways she could remember pearls by, why?
She's such a little cutie. If you could bring her by, I'd love to meet her. Sure, of course.
Great. I can just tell I'm in for a reprise of the 100-hand slap. Which is funny to me because the 100-hand slap is an actual Street Fighter move for E Honda, which is another Capcom game.
That's really amazing. A master at your age. Oh no, you've got it wrong. It's my mother that's the current master. Oh, I see. So what exactly is she the master of anyway? Well, you see, it's like...
Don't say it, Maya. If you say spirit channeling, she'll laugh.
Ouch, that hurt. So, Nicky boy, you're a lawyer, huh?
Well, yeah.
How do you like it? I bet it's so exciting.
Yeah, sometimes. Actually, a little too exciting at times.
Ooh, I just love a good thrill. Nicky boy, sounds like you have it so nice.
This is starting to get awkward. Let's see. Okay. Let's go to... Okay, we're gonna go here, but before we do, I'm gonna take another quick break. I'll be right back in a couple of minutes. Sorry. I guess my voice is being tested a little bit today, but I will be right back. I'll make it quick. Okay, and we're back again. Sorry. I think I might need to switch up how I do some of these voices because I don't know what it is, but I think they're kind of tiring my voice a bit today. But I like them, so I think I just gotta get stronger. Just a reminder of where my power level is right now, I guess. October 13th, KB Security, CEO's office. So I guess this is where it all went down, huh?
The walls in here look thick, just like you'd expect in a CEO's office.
What does that got to do with anything?
Hey, it's you guys.
Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe.
Today was a real train wreck for you guys, huh?
Sure was, pal. That prosecutor made real fools out of us.
Yeah, I feel for you.
Wow, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be more like,
Oh, that was great.
you guys got what you deserved, pal. Or something to that effect.
Do I really sound like that to you, pal?
If the gumshoe fits.
Well, anyway. Point is, I can tell when someone puts their heart into their jobs. I can sympathize when things don't go your way. Sometimes I feel like wrong is the only way for things go for us detectives.
Wow, I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy.
Now, if this little love fest is over, maybe we can start investigating. This must be the CEO's desk. It's a lot simpler than I would have thought.
Hey, that looks like a super soft chair. Let me try it out just for a second. Ooh, nice. I feel just like a CEO. Hey you, whip me up a cup of some really expensive import tea and some scones. Move it. Ah, this is the life.
Yeah, the victim sat in that chair just before he was brutally killed, you know.
Wow, look at that huge framed photo.
Tall mountains rising majestically against a dark and cloudy sky.
There's a title written at the bottom of the photo. The greatest sunrise of my life. This is it? This was his best sunrise?
Either this guy didn't get out enough or he had really rotten luck with the weather.
Maybe if he had lived a little longer, he would have seen some better days. Oh, there's a button here. Let's see.
Hey, cut it out! Don't press that!
That was pretty funny. I never knew Detective Gumshoe could jump like that.
What is that button anyway?
It's an emergency buzzer. Says it right there on the panel.
Oops, you're right. It's written right there. Nick, how many times have I told you to read the instructions first?
This alarm's connected to the basement guard room. It's used to summon security up here.
Really? Then it's possible on the night of the crime.
Oh, so when the CEO was attacked, do you think that maybe he pressed the buzzer?
Yeah, I thought about that, so I asked around down there, but they said that the buzzer never went off that night. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. Mr. Bullard, the victim, wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way, just so you know.
I think we'd better go and talk to that guard about this emergency buzzer. These look like some kind of bookshelf or rolling cabinet hybrid.
I can't get in between these two shelves.
Don't strain yourself trying. It looks like the shelves are controlled by a special panel.
So I guess it's one shelf at a time, huh? Looks like they're filled with bunches of files.
Yeah, files filled with data about security jobs they were hired to handle.
It'd be a good night's reading, if you've got insomnia. I was hoping for something a little bit more exciting, like UFOs or something.
Check out this big, thick binder here.
Leave the heavy lifting to me, Nick.
Reading a file isn't exactly backbreaking work, just a little hard on the eyes.
What did you find out, Nick?
This file, it's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This huge file is all about Master Mask. It's filled with info on him.
What? What kind of info?
It's filled with incredibly detailed information about his methods and the crime scenes.
Hey Nick, look at the last page.
It's a list. Let's see. Tier of Emanon, $100,000. This looks like a list of all the treasures that Master Mask stole.
So then $100,000 is the value of the stolen item?
I don't know, that number sounds kind of low to me. I think I'd better secretly make a copy of this list.
This rope, you think it fell out of the safe when it was opened?
I don't think so.
So you mean...
Yeah, I think the string shows where and how the corpse was lying.
You mean... the victim... he was killed by being crushed by the safe door?
She can't be serious, can she?
Wow, this safe is unbelievable.
I bet 4 pearls would fit in there.
And it's got a bunch of doohickeys attached to it.
It's pretty amazing, alright. Motion sensors, heat sensors, weight sensors.
Hey Nick, come on. Let's open it and take a look.
If I broke into one of these, wouldn't that set me down the path to Hoodlumville?
Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murder.
Okay. But the thing is, I'm really not supposed to.
Hey, come on. What about how we put our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now. We need help.
Okay, I'll tell you. Just don't start crying on me, okay, pal?
Okay, I won't cry on you, pal.
The victim's name is Kane Bullard. He was the CEO of KB Security and a pretty big fella in his own right. His corpse was discovered at 9 this morning. His estimated time of death was 1 in the morning on October 12th. Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head. Probably an object in this room.
It happened at exactly the same time that Master Mask was stealing the urn, huh?
So why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body?
There's a good explanation for that one. Bullard's body was stashed away inside that safe.
Safe? Oh, it is pretty big.
Nobody had heard from him, and when they opened the safe this morning, out he came.
Oh, so the body fell out. That white string must be the shape from when he fell out.
I think we still need some more information about Mr. Bullard.
Maybe you could...
Billard.
Maybe you could start by getting the man's name right.
So, what happened to Master Mask?
He's at the detention center screaming like a madman. Investigate me again, he keeps yelling.
No, I didn't mean him. He's not the real thief anyway, right?
Oh, you mean that detective at me? Oh, that was great! That guy got what he deserved!
Now that's the detective I know and love.
Think about it. Atme was always around when a calling card showed up, but he always mysteriously disappeared when the heist took place. I was hiding at the crime scene. Yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I've ever heard. That's how you just knew he was the thief.
That would explain how he was able to retrieve the stolen item he keeps bragging about.
Yeah, he just did that to make himself look like a great detective, that's all. But there's this one thing I can't figure out about his first heist.
His first heist?
Yeah, the Tier of Emanon case. There was a witness on that one.
A witness?
Yeah, I saved the newspaper clipping. Since the thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it.
Hey, this guard here. Haven't I seen him somewhere before?
It's pretty small, so it's kind of hard to see, but now that she mentions it...
That prosecutor. I really don't like that guy. The way he used our own evidence to do that to Mr. Delight.
Yeah, I think he did it that way just because he knew it hurt more. That's what my gut tells me anyway.
So who is that Java-addicted masked maniac anyway?
Prosecutor Godo. He's quite the enigma, huh? Thing is, pal, I never even heard of the guy before. He just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office, came out of nowhere.
That's right, he said this was his first case as a prosecutor.
And it's true, according to the records anyway, but no way he's an amateur. He's an Iceman in court, a maverick that give me goosebumps.
Okay, Top Gun.
Goosebumps? You?
Yeah, I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Nobody would talk to me, they all just turned the other way.
Poor Detective Gumshoe. I had no idea you were so unpopular.
No, that's not what I meant.
That Godo guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret. Here, take a look at my attorney's badge.
Hey, still showing that cheap little thing off. The real man keeps his mouth shut and carries a suave police badge, pal. This was his first heist, and I guess I underestimated him. I was sure I was gonna get him, so I was careless and lost the info on the witness.
By witness, do you mean the guard in this photo?
Yeah, he and the detective worked together to try catching Mask to Mask.
But he got away anyway, huh?
That guard. Got the weird feeling I've seen him around lately.
Detective Gumshoe, about this right here.
Sorry, it's hard to believe, but there's a limit to how much my brain can hold. I got 2 ears and 2 eyes, but I only got 1 brain.
I can see your eyes and ears, but the jury is still out on the brain thing.
Hey Nick, if you have something to say, just come out and say it. So about this.
Huh? What's that?
Hey, wait a minute, Maya.
What's wrong?
We copied that data without permission. Don't show it to him. He might get mad at us.
So? What are you two whispering about?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just my billfold.
That's a pretty big, thick billfold you got there, pal. I really want you to show it to me.
Okay, so he doesn't have any comments about anything new that we have. Oh, shoot. His wallet and his key card, huh?
I think we need to ask Mr. Delight some more about these 2 things.
This is proof that Ron Delight was here at the crime scene when the murder happened.
About this blackmail letter.
Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about it too, pal. Why would Kane Bullard have been blackmailing Ron Delight anyway?
Well, Mr. Delight used to work at KB Security, right? But what was it that made him quit?
Nick, that's it. Maybe that's the same reason he's being blackmailed.
Well, I'm in the middle of investigating that right now.
Oh, alright. So Detective Atme wasn't hit in the back of the head after all.
That's right, because he was the real thief. He wanted it to look like he was knocked out, so he bent it on purpose. I'd stake my reputation on it.
What kind of a creep would ruin an antique for that?
The thief in the photo taken by the security camera is missing his brooch.
Yep, thing is, there's no evidence that the photo was tampered with. It was definitely taken at 12:58 a.m.
I turned the tables at the trial today with the mystery of the missing brooch. I wonder if there's something more to this missing piece of costume jewelry.
Remember, don't tell anyone about that emblem, okay, pal?
Does the thief ever send these to the police?
No, always to the victims. Up until now, the victims have always come to us looking for help, though.
That's not what happened this time, you mean?
You got that right, pal. Listen up, if you guys ever get one of these calling cards, I want you to come to us right away. Got me?
Yeah, sure.
Detective Gumshoe, tell us more about Mr. Shane Bluebard.
That's Kane Bullard, not Shane Bluebard, pal.
Oh yeah, the victim in this case just doesn't make much of an impression on me.
Well, you were the victim up until Mr. Bullard was found dead.
Yeah, and his body wasn't discovered until this morning.
Anyway, we don't have enough information yet. Can you help us out?
Sorry, I'm actually a little confused myself. For some reason, I'm just blabbing like an idiot right now.
Okay, Nick, now's our chance to get more info about the victim, so hurry up and ask.
Can you tell us some more about Mr. Bullard?
He was the CEO of KB Security, right? What kind of company is it anyway?
Well, the company basically sent security teams out to buildings to guard them. Mr. Bullard must have had the chance to learn a lot of secrets doing this kind of work.
Oh, and?
And I don't know how to put this, but the guy was kind of a money grubber.
Really? Me too. I just love money. I can't ever get enough.
Please stop leaning in towards me like that. You aren't getting to my wallet.
Anyway, it looks like he did some pretty shifty stuff to earn his millions.
Oh, so that's my problem. I need to be shiftier.
Let me go already.
Apparently, he was involved in selling trade secrets between rival companies.
Ooh, that's pretty dirty and underhanded.
Yeah. Oh, KB Security used to head security operations against Master Mask.
What? Really?
Yeah, and after screwing up so many times, the company's reputation really took a nosedive.
So it really was Bullard who sent Ron the blackmail letter, huh?
The guy's a real puzzle if you ask me.
Oh wait, was that Phoenix Line? Guy's a real puzzle if you ask me.
Maybe I should be asking you. Do you know something about him?
Why would I know something?
Well, it sure sounded like you two knew each other from the way you acted today.
It's Mr. Godo that acts like he knows Nick, not the other way around.
Exactly. You'd think I'd remember someone like him.
I still say the whole thing's a bit suspect.
Detective Gumshoe, what about this person?
Sorry, pal. To be honest, my head's so full right now, it feels like it's gonna burst.
Note to self, keep hair away from Gumshoe's head.
I always knew there was something suspicious about that guy. And I was right. Turned out that the mask was really that ace detective in disguise.
You really thought that?
Huh? Of course. It's the stone cold truth. Sooner or later, a guy like that always shows his true colors.
Yeah, well, I think we saw a little too much of his colors today.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that one. I know I look a little rough around the edges, but the truth is, I'm a lot more detective-like than I used to be.
Really? Like what part?
Like the color of my coat.
Huh, you're right.
Yeah, but what about what's inside the coat?
I kind of feel sorry for him. He's kind of a sad young guy.
Yeah, and he seems to have a habit of always getting arrested prematurely.
Well, it's just my personal opinion, but I think the police should have investigated the whole thing more carefully.
But weren't you the one that arrested him with a giant goofy smile on your face?
Come on, we don't have time to start with that. Let's just leave it alone.
You're such a familiar face to me now, you know. And now that I think about it, you're the real victim in this case, right? For some strange reason, it's hard to think of you as a victim, pal.
You're turned right, I'm the victim. That was our most precious treasure.
You know, pal, I think I know why I can't think of you as a victim ever. Oh, that's Miss Mia Fey. She was a truly beautiful person, pal.
Huh? You knew her? You knew my sis?
Sure, everybody in the police force knew her. We all lost a great friend that day. I just got something in my eye. I'm not crying. Pretty goofy looking face if you ask me.
Hey. What are you doing carrying that around with you anyway? It's not like we ever need it.
She's got a point. Let's... Well, while we're still here... Oh, wow. This is a high-tech looking room. October 13th, KB Security, Security Guard Office. Wow, this is really something else.
For a security guard office, it sure doesn't feel very secure.
KB Security Guard. Uh-oh, I just remembered. Larry might be.
Hey Nick, what's up?
So he is here.
Yo, how's it hanging, dude? You got my sweet little Maya with you too.
Hi, Larry.
Here I was working my fingers to the bone, and in walks an angel. I've got no problems with the daytime date, it's all good.
No, that's not what we're here for. We're investigating the Bullard murder case.
Huh? Oh yeah, that's right, you're a lawyer, aren't you?
He's so hopelessly clueless.
Well, if it's about the murder case, boy have I got some good info for you.
Really, what is it?
Well, I don't mind sharing with my sweet little Maya, but Nick here is a different story.
But Larry, I thought you two were old school buddies.
That was then and this is now.
Wow, take a look at these things here. Hey, Larry, what are they?
Did you say
Hey man, it's not like I have to know what they are to do my job. I always thought they were just some kind of decoration or something.
Oh boy.
How did this guy ever get a job here anyway?
Those screens there show what's going on all over the building. Everywhere. And it's my job to keep a steady eye on them. All of them.
I wouldn't sound so smug if I were you.
Can you watch regular TV on these too?
If anyone would sit here and watch TV instead of working, it's Larry.
Hey, Maya, I'm a pro, okay? Besides, you can't get regular TV on it.
And how do you know that, Larry?
Because that was my first bit of investigation, if you know what I mean. I know what you're thinking. It was a professional investigation, alright? That's my workstation. Pretty cool, huh? I keep a steady eye on the monitors and use that mic for communicating.
Look at all this equipment. It must be hard to operate.
No biggie. I think there's an instruction manual somewhere in this room.
Somewhere?
Instruction manual? What are you gonna do in an emergency?
Well, I guess I'd start by calmly looking for the instruction manual. During that time, my partner, the old lady, would calmly look for her reading glasses. That's what us security professionals call teamwork.
Even Maya and Pearls could run this place better.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Hey Larry, that's your jacket, isn't it?
That's right.
Did you know you hung it right on top of some kind of lever?
Yeah, sure. I was told to never ever touch that lever. She scowled and huffed at me. Something terrible will happen if you do, got it, Greenhorn?
So why hang your jacket on such an important lever?
Because it got me curious. If the jacket's weight pulls the lever down, that's what they call an accident. Doesn't the suspense just kill you? Don't you want to know what'll happen, huh?
It's true, it's killing me too. What about you, Nick?
Yeah, but for a different reason. Something's written on the poster in fine print.
It guards 5 commandments. Wow, this sounds serious. Let's see what it says. Number 1, obey thy superior. Number 2, respect thy superior. Number 3, smile at thy superior. Number 4, salute thy superior. Number 5, buy donuts for thy superior upon command? It's signed Wendy Oldbag, head supervisor.
She's one tough old bird, let me tell you. Cross her and you come face to face with a real genuine ray gun. Yeah, sounds scary, alright. Unfortunately, she's on vacation. That's why I'm so relaxed right now. That's my partner's seat. Your partner? Oh, that's what I call her. She's my superior, actually. Kind of a weird old lady.
There's tea spilled all over that machine, you know.
Don't worry about it. Just the other day I spilled some chocolate milk on mine. It still works fine, more or less. They really know how to build them, I guess. So what's this good info you were talking about, Larry? Hey, I'm a guard, a pro. I can't just give away information for free. He wants a bribe. I thought professionals were more, I don't know, honest? Can you talk to him, Maya?
Larry, tell us already. What's the good info?
Hey, I like that. This kitten's got some claws. Okay, you really want to know?
Yes, so tell me.
Okay, so the thing is, Ron Delight was an employee here. And naturally, since I'm a pro, I looked into his background, follow me?
Yes, you're a pro. I follow you. Go on.
Well, 1 year ago, Ron Delight was fired. And there was no warning at all. It just happened all of a sudden. I know this is a small company, but I think that was pretty awful.
I guess he must have done something bad to have gotten fired like that.
Like maybe skipping out of work to go pick up hot chicks or something. No, that's just you.
So what is it like to be a part-time security guard?
Let me tell you, it's tough. Well, you know me, I get by alright, I guess. First, I have to keep my eye on those monitors. All the time.
Monitors?
There are security cameras set in each room around the building. It's really hard. Sometimes I feel like my eyes are gonna fall out.
Oh.
And if I see something suspicious, I have to contact one of the teams.
What teams?
The security teams for this company. They're supposedly the best in the business, but I'm no amateur either, so if it's something small, I don't bother calling them.
So in other words, you basically watch TV screens all day long. You were in this office when the murder took place, weren't you?
Why do you say that? This is just a part-time job for me, and I can't operate the equipment, and I'm dumb.
Even if it is part-time and you are dumb, you're still in charge of security here.
Hey, give me a break! Don't try to pin the whole thing on me! That's not fair, Nick!
Huh? I don't think you can expect someone like him to take any responsibility. Anyway, the point is you were here that night, right? Oh, fuck. Oh no. I knew something smelled bad, and it was the butts after all.
Well, it's like I always say, that was then, and this is now, okay?
Looks like I'm gonna have to break his psych blocks after all. Alright, let's see if we have something for that. But first... Hey Larry, there's something I want you to look at.
Hey Nick, I told you, I'm a pro, and you don't interrupt a pro when he's working. I don't have time to sit and chat with you, alright?
Oh, is that right?
Oh, naturally, I've got time for you though, Maya.
We're gonna have to squeeze this guy if we want to get more info out of him, huh? Okay, he doesn't even react to attractive women characters. Okay. Alright then. Let's see if we can break these locks. Yeah, put Larry in the hydraulic press.
On the night of the crime, were you working hard like you were supposed to?
What? Of course I was. Why wouldn't I have been?
But didn't you sneak out of work just yesterday to go see Miss Delight?
But that was that, and this is this.
Is there any chance that you snuck out of work last night too?
Never. I didn't sneak out. I tell you what, I'll even bet you $1.
$1? Wow. Now that's confidence.
What's with that drenched in the rain puppy look on your face? You have evidence that I left my position, you just pulling my chain.
The evidence that Larry was not manning his station when the murder happened is... This wallet. You know about this, right?
I've never seen it before.
Liar. You hand-delivered this wallet to Miss Delight just yesterday.
Give me a break. You can't expect me to remember every little thing that happens.
Well, I do expect you to remember something that happened just yesterday. What time was it when you found this wallet?
I guess it was around 1 in the morning on the first floor of our company building.
1
o'clock in the morning?
That's right. In other words, Larry, at the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office.
Yeah, but there's something you didn't think about.
What's that?
My shift that day didn't start until 10 p.m. The murderer might have snuck in before then.
What do you mean by that?
If the murderer had snuck in before 10 p.m., then it wasn't my fault. It was the fault of the guy whose shift was before mine.
Why do I have the feeling he still doesn't get the seriousness of this? Listen up, Larry. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the killer snuck into the CEO's office after 10 p.m. during your shift. Larry, when you use this keycard, does it leave a record?
Yeah, it does, but I can't show the record to just anyone, you know.
That keycard data was already made public in the trial today.
What? I didn't know that. Any kind of request for info like that is supposed to go through me.
Boy, does that sound a bit arrogant coming from a part-time guard. Anyway, according to the data, this door to the CEO's office was opened with this card. Furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1 a.m., the time of the murder.
No way!
Yes. Someone used this to get into the CEO's office. That happened at 1 a.m. on the night of the crime, right in the middle of your shift.
Ugh.
Larry, you can't duck your responsibility this time.
Gah! No!
Oh, thank goodness Larry's easy as hell.
I knew it. It's all my fault. It's my fault that the boss was killed. My fault.
Larry,
There was nothing I could do. I have important issues to deal with too, man.
What happened that night anyway?
My Donna happened.
huh? Your Donna?
I got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, my Donna called and said I have to talk to you right away. So I went to see her and he was standing right there next to her.
Who was?
Her new boyfriend. It was like some horrible joke. Before I knew what was going on, the guy socked me right in the kisser. Normally I'm the one that does the punching. Isn't that right, Maya?
Yeah?
So is that why you left the security guard office?
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. How can I ever make up for it, Nick? What can I do? What?
He's curled up on the floor crying like a baby.
Oh boy.
Nick, is there anything I can do? Anything, just name it. I'll do whatever I have to do to make up for it. I swear I will.
Larry.
Hey Nick, as long as he's offering, why don't you show him the evidence we've got?
She's right. Maybe we'll get at least one bit of useful information from him.
Nick.
The buzzer in CEO's office is directly connected to this room, right?
That's right. Just like my heart is connected to yours, Maya.
Huh?
Go ahead, Maya. Press the buzzer in your heart. I promise I'll come running to your rescue like the professional guard I am.
Wow, that was pretty good.
Thanks, I try. Do you think you could tell us about the buzzer now?
Yes, please, please tell us.
Okay, I guess so. Prepare to be wowed. So was this the card that was used by the culprit that night? Well, going off the serial number, then yeah. This card was used to open the CEO's office door at 1 in the morning. Your client had this card, right? Then it's a no-brainer. He's the killer, man. Oh, that's the wallet I found.
You found it when you snuck out of work to get socked in the kisser, right?
I didn't sneak out of work to get sucked in the kisser. If only I'd been more responsible at work, I might have spotted the murderer on the monitor like I was supposed to.
Larry, you really do feel bad, don't you?
Yeah, well, maybe it's all for the best. I think it's brought Desi and I closer together. Just like they say, every cloud has a silver lining. You gotta see that old water glass as half full, am I right? Now he's starting to sound like the Larry I know.
Don't forget, Nick, half full.
That's not necessary, Nick. You don't have to threaten me. I'll tell you what I know. I know it's tough to tell, but I'm really sorry about what happened. Wow, I've never seen Larry look so serious. I actually believe him.
Yeah, he's like a totally different person.
In that case, maybe you and I should get reacquainted. Jesus Christ. You're 26 years old, right? Don't you think it's about time you took a long, hard look at your life? Sure. The only time you can really screw up and hope to recover from is when you're young.
Huh? Well, I guess so.
Naturally, I'm not talking about you, Maya. You're already perfect. It's hard to imagine Larry not screwing up at any age. Hey, I remember her. That's Maya's big sister.
Wow, you really do remember.
Yeah, who could forget? A couple of gorgeous sisters, hubba hubba.
You hear that, Nick? Gorgeous.
Oh yeah, that's right, when I defended Larry. Mia was still alive. Wow, you've gotten even cuter than the last time I saw you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you look totally different than 2 years ago, don't you think, Nick? Maybe it's because we're always together, but she looks pretty much the same to me. I am not using that interaction because I don't want to have to kill him. I'm really sorry, Nick. I swear I want to change my ways, but the thing is, I just don't have any interest in men. This guy really needs to get his mind out of the gutter.
Larry's your stereotypical guy, alright.
Oh, this guy, the detective. He was here before, drilling me with a ton of questions.
Really? Like, what did he ask?
Let's see. I can't remember.
Huh?
Well, you know, just a bunch of boring stuff. Poor Detective Gumshoe. That Desi is one awesome lady, alright. It's been a long time since I felt this way. I think I'm really in love this time.
A long time, huh?
Yeah, well, except for what I feel for you, Maya. I don't think even he knows what he's saying anymore. Whoa, who is this? Come on, man, don't hold out on me. Forget about it. You don't need to know, and I'm not telling you. Hey now, I thought we were pals. I got a major thing for girls with black sleeveless shirts and glasses. How do you know that? And if they have an orange-colored memo pad, I really lose my cool. He's gotta be making that up. He can't really know Adrian, can he? Can we just dip him in acid? I'm 25 now. It's about time I started giving some serious thought to my life. Good, that's the way to be. What exactly are you talking about, though? Well, you know, my future, my dreams.
Larry, when exactly does this future of yours start?
A man's life begins at 30. That's my theory, anyway. Figure I got another 5 years of guilt-free screw-ups before I have to buckle down. Larry, I think... Forget it. We're just gonna have to have a nice long talk next time. The CEO of our company, he was a pretty good guy.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, you bet. You know how I'm not very good about working hard, right? Yeah, I kinda noticed. Well, guess what the boss said to me about that? I don't expect much work from you, Larry. In return, just don't expect much pay.
I see.
Guess he had to follow some kind of dumb law about having security here in the building. So, in order to pay the lowest wage possible, he went to the bottom of the barrel. To be honest, I really looked up to the boss. If I ever grow up to be a CEO, I want to be just like him. And don't worry, Nick. I promise I'll hire you for security.
I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier.
Yeah, I heard it. So that was you, huh? You're a security guard, aren't you? Why didn't you come to the CEO's office? Well, this is the 3rd floor of the basement. The CEO's office is on the 1st floor. I thought it'd be a good idea to, adopt a wait-and-see approach. Plus, there's a police detective here, right? I just didn't think it was necessary. It's as if he's trying to win an award for the laziest person on the planet.
Let's get back to talking about the night of the murder, okay? Is it true that the buzzer didn't go off that night?
There must be a record, right? You must have had a look at it, right? Of course I did, and I couldn't possibly have made a mistake either.
Do you think you could take just one more look for me? Pretty please?
Okay. I just can't say no to you, Maya.
What do you think, Nick?
He's probably right. I don't think even Larry could make a mistake like that. Whoa!
What is it? What's wrong?
I made a mistake.
Huh? But how?
It can't be. It's impossible. Okay, enough already. What about the records? That night, it went off just once. In the morning. At around 1 a.m.
1 a.m.? That's when the murder happened.
Really? Are you serious? That's terrible. It can't be. Come on, Larry. You had one job. Okay, we've already... Okay, so I guess now it's just here. October 13th, Lordly Taylor, Exhibition Hall.
The Treasures of Karine exhibit is all ruined now.
Maya.
I'm sorry. It's just so sad. This was our big chance for everyone to learn about spirit channeling.
Maybe I can cheer her up somehow. Well, now that we've got the sacred urn back, maybe they can reopen it.
Really?
Sure, maybe we can label it the Urn of Mass-to-Mass Desires. That would probably attract a lot of attention.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa! That's brilliant, Nick! We could clean up and be filthy rich! Woohoo!
Wow, that was surprisingly easy.
It's the folding screen of Karine's sacred writings, but I can't read what it says on it.
Really? But I thought it was some kind of important spell.
Yeah, my mother read it and taught me to memorize it. I'll be in trouble if I ever forget it.
Looks like the Karine Channeling School is teetering dangerously on the edge. A piece of cloth with a ton of finely written characters jammed onto it. Probably esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Let's see. Here's the title in English. 108 Ways to Save Money. Pretty sure the number has gone up since the last time I saw it.
Well, we're always looking for new ways, you know.
Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life. That's probably where the sacred urn was gonna be displayed.
Yeah, I guess so.
Should I put my attorney's badge there? You know, as a replacement.
I think it's a little too small for that. What about my Magatama?
Now you're being silly. That's definitely too small.
Wow, this is incredible. It's a tiny version of my whole village. Hey, I've got a great idea. We could make a miniature of your office, Nick.
I don't know about that. The whole place is overflowing with junk. You'd die before you finish painstakingly recreating that mess.
Well, we can always clean it up first.
True. They're just a bunch of old urns. Are these really treasures too?
Of course they are. This is a treasure exhibit, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I guess so. So all it takes to be a treasure is age. No wonder nobody likes museums. October 13th, Lord Lee Taylor, Basement Warehouse.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright.
Miss Andrews, what's she still hanging around down here for?
So, how's it going? What about the sacred urn?
The urn? Oh, that. It's been taken care of already.
What do you mean? Oh, that. Taken care of? Do you mean it's been found? Yes, it was brought in during the trial today. Wow, really? You really are the greatest, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright had nothing to do with it. It was Master Mask's wife that found it. Well, anyway, I'm so relieved.
That pathetic-looking wooden box.
That's the box that had the sacred urn in it.
Don't touch it. There may be clues to the thief's identity on it.
Ugh. I worked so hard to make that box.
Huh? You made that poor excuse for a box, Maya?
What's that supposed to mean? And I was so proud of it.
Poor Maya. Maybe it'd have been better if Master Mask had taken the box, too. Looks like a part of a big signboard. All I can read on it is the burr.
Aha, I've got it. Maybe it's supposed to say hamburger.
Why would anyone write hamburger on that hamburger that big?
Like maybe for the World Hamburger Festival or something.
Kinda doubt it.
Aha, I've got it. Maybe it said spaghetti.
Why are you talking about food? Oh wait, that's normal for you. Anyway, it says burr. There's no way it could be spaghetti.
Well, maybe it was a typo. It might have said Spaghetti Festival. What do you think?
Okay to me. Besides, spaghetti is the only thing more tangled than your reasoning.
Detective Atney said he got hit in the back of the head with this by the thief, but that was obviously a lie. Because it turned out that Atney was the real thief. It's still hard to believe.
Looks like Adrian feels really bad about it.
I'm gonna take full responsibility and fix that sword myself. I know I don't look it, but I have complete confidence that I can fix it right up. I promise I'll fix it so you never knew it was bent in the first place. Please be gentle with it. Look, a ladder.
That's a stepladder.
So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick.
Right, sorry. Why do I feel like we've had this exact conversation somewhere before? The statue wasn't where it was now when we first came here, right?
Yeah, it was right next to the door, wasn't it?
Well, if someone moved it, it was probably Master Mask.
Maybe he didn't like being watched by Mystic Ami while he stole the urn.
Hey, cut it out. You're giving me creeps with that kind of talk. Looks to me it's been dry for several days.
There's something suspicious about this paint mark. The bottom left part of it is shaped oddly, and it's shocking pink.
I don't see how the color of the paint is in any way important. It says organy.
No, it doesn't, Nick. It says organize. You just can't see the last two letters.
Yeah, well, I guess no one else could read it either because this place is a mess.
Yeah, so you should feel right at home, right?
Looks like the door to the actual storeroom. I can see lots of big boxes and stuff back there.
I guess that's where they were keeping the sacred urn.
Remember, Maya, Miss Andrews said we're not allowed in there.
I just heard all about it on the news. So that detective was actually the thief all along.
Looks that way right now.
It's my fault. I'm the one who ended up hiring Damas to guard the treasures.
don't blame yourself. You were just doing your job.
Hey Nick, if she wants to apologize, you should let her. So, when was it that you hired Detective Atme again? About 20 days ago.
And when was it that mask-to-mask calling card arrived?
That was about 10 days ago.
So he sent a calling card to the very place he was hired to guard.
I guess that's it then. Detective Atme must have really wanted the sacred urn after all.
I guess so.
What? So Master Mask murdered someone as well?
Well, that's how things look right now.
Yes, but I thought he was here stealing the urn at the time.
Well, we're talking about a criminal mastermind, so anything's possible.
Nick, let's get down to business already. On the night of the theft, did you notice anything suspicious about Detective Atme? No, I couldn't have. After all, he was hidden the entire time. I never even caught a glimpse of him.
He claims that's the way he always operates.
That's just what he says so he can have an alibi while he commits the thefts himself.
Yeah, he was caught in the crime scene photo dressed up as Master Mask pretty well.
I'm so glad that you got your sacred urn back.
Yes, but there's still something that bothers me about it.
What is it?
I'm not exactly sure, but somehow the urn that came back seems different.
Really? You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Miss Andrews? No, I don't know anything. Why would I?
Oh shit.
Cyclops? What do you think this means, Nick?
It means the person that holds the secret to the mystery of the sacred urn is our very own Miss Andrews. I don't think I have anything right now for that, though, so... yeah, I don't have anything. We'll come back to this. Where's the... There it is. Okay, detention center, visitors room.
Mr. Wright! Mr. Delight, did they finish their interrogation? Yes, but please don't leave me alone anymore!
Mr. Delight, you lied to us before, didn't you?
Well, you see...
On the same night the sacred urn was stolen from Lordly Taylor department store, a blackmail letter you got summoned you to KB Security to hand over some money. And then that's where the CEO, Kane Bullard, was murdered. But there's only one Ron Delight, am I right? So the only question is, where were you that night? This time, I want to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it.
Okay.
Mr. Delight, do you still insist that you're Master Mask?
Isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday? That was a quick response.
Tell me about it. To be honest, it's starting to get irritating.
But listen, Mr. Delight, at the trial today, we learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we?
Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown.
I guess it's true. I wasn't the one who stole that urn. Of course not. After all, you were at KB Security at the time.
So then the person dressed up as Master Mask in this photo, it's gotta be Detective Atme.
It's gotta be Detective Atme.
So that night, you didn't go to Lordly Taylor. You went to KB Security, right?
Yes. I went to KB Security at the time the blackmail note said I should. Alright, what happened next? Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked, but there was no answer. So then I used the key card to unlock the door.
That's probably when he dropped his wallet.
When I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there.
Someone?
Then suddenly they bashed me over the head. Bam! Was it Kane Bullard that hit you? I don't know. The person ran away while I was still stunned. When I came to my senses, the sight I saw left me speechless. The dead body of the CEO was right there in front of me. I thought I'd die myself. Anyway, I thought I should do something with the body.
So that's why you put it in the safe.
Yes, that's right.
What kind of panic response is that? You hid a dead body in a safe with no... Oh my god.
I used to be the chief of one of the security teams, so I knew how to open it. Okay, and what did you do after that? Well, I got out of there for starters. I was the one who set up the security cameras in that building. So I knew how to avoid being spotted by them. Nick? All of a sudden, Mr. Delight kind of sounds like the murderer to me.
Please don't say that.
Mr. Delight, is it true that 1 year ago you were forced to quit KB Security? How did you... I'm begging you, please don't tell Desi. Please? Don't worry, we haven't told anyone yet. Whew, thank goodness. No, but I suppose I'll have to tell her sometime. She'll find out eventually. Why have you been hiding it from her anyway? Desi would despise me if she ever found out I was living a life of crime. A criminal, a thief. She'd never forgive me. My marriage would be over. Knowing that, why did you become a thief in the first place? Because Desi spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that could bring in enough money. Except being a thief. At least that's what I thought anyway.
So he became mask to mask for Desiree, huh?
Hey, this is an article about my debut heist. Boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my trail. But mask to mask, he must have gotten away, right? It says in the article that he disappeared. That's right. I got a sudden burst of inspiration. I hid my mask to mask costume in a nearby plastic bucket. And then I quickly changed into my security guard uniform. Pretty clever, huh? Wow, awesome! Hey, hold the phone. The guard in this photo, is this you, Mr. Delight? That's right. Nice trick if I do say so myself.
Nice and easy to figure out. Even pearls could see through that in a heartbeat.
But as you might expect, Detective Atme found the disguise. He truly deserves the title of Ace Detective.
Detective Atme found the mask-to-mask disguise? That's interesting.
Yes, and I heard that he brought it home with him.
So that's it. That's when Atme got his hands on this.
Thanks to that, I got the chance to remake my costume. That must have been really time-consuming, huh? Yes, it took quite a while to complete. Anyway, a few days after that, I received the first of the blackmail letters. Blackmail letters?
You got them starting when? Tell me more, now.
Hey, calm down, don't get so worked up.
This list. We found it in the office of the CEO, Mr. Bullard.
Hey, this is a list of all the things Master Mask stole.
And that's the value of each item listed next to them. $100,000, $150,000.
Are you sure that's the value of the stolen items? The numbers seem a little low to me. Even on the black market, the prices should be at least 3 times higher than that.
I guess he knows about that stuff because he used to be a security guard.
That's the emergency buzzer from the CEO's office. Don't press it. It makes a terrible racket. Sorry. I just love making a lot of noise. Does this buzzer have something to do with this case?
Well, at this point, I don't really know yet. After all, there were no prints on it, or anything else for that matter. What do you think about this?
I don't really think I can help you with that. No, that's not it. It's just that the thing is, I don't really know if I can say one way or the other. I didn't really catch that.
Don't worry, you didn't miss anything.
Oh, I didn't know Master Mask had become so famous. Yeah, I actually bought this publicity photo. Really? Well, I'd be happy to sign it if you like. I'll even add behind bars. Yes, please, please.
Looks like Ron has totally forgotten about what happened at the trial today. That he was declared not guilty of being masked to mask. What are you still doing with this keycard anyway? Didn't you return it when you left your job at KB Security?
Of course I returned it. Don't be silly. But it got sent back to me along with the blackmail letter. With the blackmail letter? Yes, it said, use this to enter the CEO's office.
Not to mention, even if there were fingerprints, Maya put hers on top.
Yeah. I was at KB Security around 1 o'clock that night. I took out my wallet to open the door with the keycard.
So is that when you dropped it?
I'm sorry. I should have told you the truth earlier.
This calling card, did you send this?
No, that is, I don't know anything about that. I mean, I had other plans for the night already.
That's true, he did get that blackmail letter after all.
What about Detective Atney? Could he be the one that sent it?
Looks that way. I can't think of anyone else.
Yeah, that night, because of the letter, I had no choice but to go to KB Security. Mr. Bullard, my old boss. It's so sad.
Do you have any idea what might have happened? Was there anyone that might have wanted him dead?
Oh, yeah, sure. Mr. Bullard was the type of guy that made lots of enemies. He did lots of threatening things to people.
Wait, do you mean he scared people, or that he threatened them with blackmail?
Well, I guess they're kind of the same, right? Isn't he great? I wish I could be half as cool as him. Besides, he's the only one that really believed me when I said I was a thief.
Hey, hang on a second. This is the guy that had you arrested for murder.
Well, I still don't think that makes him a bad person.
What in the world do you see in that coffee-crazed prosecutor?
Tessie, she really has a thing against criminals. Do you have any idea why that is, Mr. Delight? Well, if you want to know the details, you'll have to ask her. But the thing is, after I lost my job at KB Security, I needed to earn money to keep Tessie satisfied. Lots of money. But I just couldn't seem to find a good job. That's why I wound up becoming the thing that Tessie hates most. A thief. He's an ace detective, alright. He's been hot on my trail ever since the first heist. Yes, but he made a pretty stunning confession in court today. It was me all along. I am Master Mask. I don't know what to say. I guess he's just delusional.
That's exactly what your wife said about you.
Once I decided to become a thief, I started studying like crazy.
Studying? Like what, Petty Larceny 101? The history of pilfering?
No, but I watched a lot of movies and read a lot of novels about great thieves. Oh yeah? I admire you for doing your homework if for nothing else. All the great ones had their own trademarks. Flashy costumes, calling cards, unique laughs, and catchy slogans like, "Farewell, my friends." I figured I needed to do a good job with that if I was gonna make a splash. Yeah, I guess you really can't say goofy stuff like that unless you're a master thief. Farewell, or we shall meet again, you know, hokey stuff like that. I'm ashamed to admit it, but sometimes I wonder if I'm really cut out to be a thief.
Well, isn't that obvious?
It doesn't suit you at all. I knew it. I guess I'm not the only one who came to that conclusion. I'm sorry. I suppose you could say I'm nothing but a terrible lowlife. But why do you say that? This is the first time I've ever had to actually face a victim of one of my crimes.
I guess he's talking about the sacred urn.
Yeah, but I thought that you weren't the one who stole my urn. That's true about the urn, I guess. Maybe I should give up this life of crime and try becoming a professional cowbell player. A great lawyer and so young. You really are an inspiration. I bet you make lots and lots of money, don't you? That doesn't sound right coming from a thief, if you know what I mean. This blackmail letter, is this the first one you got? No, of course not. But this is the first one that ever called me out to a specific location.
So did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident?
Yes, just a few days after the Tear of Emanon heist. That first letter, it said, "I know you did it." So someone found out about your true identity? Just like that? It's not easy being a master thief, you know. I've got proof it was you, so give up, it went on to say. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure I went through all that trouble to steal.
Is that right? Hey, hang on a second. What do you mean you had to give it up?
Oh, don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box the letter specified, someone sent me $10,000.
No one said anything about me being worried, you know.
After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. Plans? What are these plans you're talking about? They were instructions on how to steal a crown or painting or some other rare treasure. They showed security blind spots, escape routes, and even suggested training methods. So you mean the one who planned the heist wasn't you? No, it wasn't. I only planned the very first one. After that, I received plans from some very kind person. Incredibly detailed plans. It sounds like Mr. Delight is thankful to the person that was blackmailing him.
So Ron Delight was Master Mask after all? But someone else is behind the thefts. Someone who planned them all out in detail. Dude, obviously he had Ron be the body, but Luke Atme devised the... Come on.
All I had to do was deposit the treasures I stole into the safe deposit box. And then I just waited for the cash to come in the mail.
Could you try not to look so gleeful about that?
So you went after the sacred urn because of one of those plans too? Well, see, truth is, I've never seen the urn. All I did was follow the instructions and steal what I was told to steal.
Mr. Delight, is everything you've just told me the truth?
Yes. Please don't tell Desi, okay?
Ron, before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you.
Yes? But please don't hurt me.
Mr. Kane Bullard, do you swear it wasn't you who killed him?
Yes, of course! I could never... I'm not lying! All I did was hide his body in the safe. Then I was afraid they discovered what I did, so I turned myself in yesterday. Why? Well, if the judge had ruled that I was guilty of robbery, then I'd have an alibi, right? I guess so. You're really clever, Mr. Delight.
I guess I have no choice but to take Mr. Delight at his word.
Mystic Maya!
Hey, Pearly!
I'm back.
Hey, Pearls. So, what have you been up to this whole time?
The sacred urn, Mr. Nick. I took it back to Karine Village to have it examined.
And? What did you find out?
Well, there's no need to worry. They said it's the real urn.
Whew, that's a relief. I was really worried.
But there's one small problem.
Problem?
These cute little pink splotches, they said that it's paint, and that they were put on the urn recently.
Why are we talking about the pink splotches again? What's the big deal?
What's the big deal? We've got to find out how they got there. That's the big deal.
Yes, Mr. Nick, we've got to find out how they got there.
Okay. We'll go find out how they got there.
But please don't forget about me.
They let her in the detention center without an adult or identification. I wonder if they're just like, oh, you're that kid what hangs around with Phoenix Wright. Whatever. Let's see. Whoa, this place is literally crawling with cops.
What did you expect? Now that they know he was actually mask to mask, this must be incredibly embarrassing for them, don't you think?
Yeah, I guess they were trying to make up for it by tearing the place apart. Hey, I just noticed. Gumshoe's nowhere to be seen.
Well, he is a homicide detective. He's probably working on the murder case.
But wasn't he in charge of the mask-to-mask investigation all the way up to yesterday?
Well, a murder case is a lot more exciting, isn't it? He'd say something like, "There's nothing like a good murder case, pal."
Points for the quality of the impression, but I'm not sure Gumshoe has bloodlust, Maya. Oh wow, okay, nothing to investigate here. So this was just for a cool dialogue scene. Works for me. Eh?
Oh, Pearl, how nice to see you.
Hello there.
I haven't seen you around lately. What have you been up to?
Well, actually, I was having this urn examined.
Oh, I see.
Maybe if we take another good look at this urn, we can figure out the mystery of what actually happened here.
Nick, let's look around one more time.
This box, there's something about it that's bothering me.
That's the box that the sacred urn was in.
It looks like there's some pink paint on it, too.
And it's definitely the same color as the stuff on the urn.
I think I know how the paint got on it now.
Alright, let's investigate again, Nick. And this is the camera and computer that Detective Atme set up, huh?
That's what he said.
And yet he still let it take a picture of him. I guess he's not as smart as he pretends to be.
The camera belonged to Lordly Taylor, so he knew he couldn't tamper with it. So then why would Mask to Mask, allow that to happen? It looks to me like it's been dry for several days.
There's something suspicious about this paint mark. The bottom left part of it is shaped oddly, and it's shocking pink.
Mr. Nick, could it be that this odd shape is...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it.
Oh, that's the box the sacred urn was in.
If you look here, there's a little bit of paint on the box as well.
Wow, you're right. Look, it matches.
What is it, Mr. Nick?
This is all turning out exactly as I thought it would. I think it's all starting to become clear. We're that much closer to solving the mystery of what happened to the urn. Let's see. Alright, Adrian. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the Sacred Urn?
Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit.
Adrian Andrews is standing there, watching them piece by piece, talking about the paint, the box, the urn. She's just standing there sweating like, oh, they got me. Fuck. The urn that was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before.
Well, that's
True.
maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake.
A fake?
You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence the urn that was submitted at the trial was genuine?
Sorry to break it to you, but the urn is the genuine article. Pearls went back to Karine Village and had it examined.
Is that right? That's nice, but I don't see how...
What she discovered was that the urn had been broken. Again.
Did you say... again?
Yes, it was broken once, a year ago. And now it looks like the same thing has happened. And quite recently, too.
Recently? Are you saying that this urn was broken recently?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Well, why do you think it was broken recently? How do you know?
This poster, it was made recently, right?
Poster? The poster for the exhibit.
At the time when this photo was taken, the urn said I am on it, but now, for some mysterious reason, it says Ami. When the urn was fixed, the letters were transposed.
I am? What does that even mean? I don't know anything about that. I wasn't even there when the photo for this poster was taken.
That was a mistake. Now, tell the truth.
Wait.
For?
Even if the urn was broken, I had nothing to do with it.
Huh?
Yes, that's it. It must have been one of the people at the photo shoot. They probably dropped it. I'm sure that's what happened.
Looks like she's not going to give up that last psych block so easily.
Do you have any proof the urn was broken here at Lordly Taylor?
Girl. I wonder if they just carefully put the remains in a bag or something. Since Pearly broke it, it's been losing remains every time it was moved. Yeah, I think the ashes might have been like in some sort of bag inside the urn. Because otherwise, there's just dirt and sand in there at this point. Just substitute remains. Well, Miss Andrews?
What is this supposed to mean?
There's pink paint all over this urn. And there's pink paint all over the floor and walls of this basement warehouse. In other words, this urn was broken here. You can't weasel out of this one, Miss Andrews.
But...
Uh-oh. She's trying to make her escape.
But you can get pink paint anywhere.
Well, there's none in my office, that's for sure.
Well, there is in my room.
Liar.
Anyway, the paint on the urn and the paint on the floor, there's no proof that it's the same paint.
Come on, this is getting ridiculous. The proof linking the paint on the urn to the paint on the floor is... this box. The urn was stored in this, right?
Yes, that's right.
Well, there's pink paint on this box as well. I think you already know where I'm going with this, don't you?
Yes, more or less.
The paint on the floor has an odd shape imprinted in it, doesn't it?
Yes.
If you put this box into the impression in the paint, you can see it fits perfectly. Which means this box was dropped right over there. And that is when the urn was broken.
Your name does you justice, Mr. Wright. I'm so sorry. I was the one who broke the urn.
Boy, does this make me feel like some sort of evil school teacher. Not the sad samurai music. Adrian, you made a mistake. You didn't kill somebody. Jesus.
I'm a terrible person. Not only did I break it, but I tried to hide what I did. Well, that's not so hard to understand, is it, Pearly?
No, not at all. I know just how she feels.
It happened about 2 weeks ago, just after the poster photo was taken, on the same day the urn arrived here. I thought I'd put it away down here for safekeeping. I was carrying it in the box. When I tripped on a paint can and lost my balance, the box I was carrying crashed to the ground. I heard a terrible noise, and I thought my heart was going to stop. Fearing the worst, I opened the lid of the box, and that's when it happened. The broken pieces of the urn fell out of the box and landed right in the paint. I was in shock and let out a huge scream. I can totally see how that could have happened.
Yeah, as clumsy as she is, I'm sure Maya understands.
I knew it was the most important treasure in all of Karine Village, so I tried as hard as I could to fix it. Fortunately, the shards were pretty big. And that's when the I am got changed to Ami.
I like to imagine that, like, because of how many times this urn has possibly been fixed, once with Pearl and who knows how many times before her, that the pieces that were glued together are now stronger, like kintsugi style. So now when it breaks in relatively large pieces, and eventually it's going to be more glue than urn, so it's not going to break anymore when you start throwing it.
I didn't know how it was originally written, but any sane person fixing it would have assumed it said Ami.
Any sane person? Really?
Oh, Pearls. She said she wasn't very good at spelling.
Anyway, I put the urn into the storeroom, and no one had seen it since then. But there's something I don't get. When we first came here, I didn't see any paint stains. Well, that's because it was so ugly and embarrassing. I used the golden statue to cover it.
The Ami Faye statue. Aha! The first time that we came down here, it was on the night that the sacred urn was stolen.
But Mr. Nick, there were no paint marks on the walls or floor of the warehouse when we were here.
Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall. And I realized that the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it. I see. Now it makes perfect sense.
But there's still one thing I find strange.
What is it, Pearl?
The day after the urn was stolen, we came here again. At that time, the statue had been moved and the paint was clearly visible.
She's right about that. Well, Miss Andrews?
Huh? What? I don't know anything about that. I placed it there to cover the paint, so why would I move it again? Well, then who was it? Who would have done it and why?
On the day before the theft, the statue was definitely closer to the door. And then the next day it was moved, but why? It looks like there's some connection between the sacred urn and the murder case.
Why? Why do you think so, Nick?
Because that night, the real thief, Ron Delight, was at KB Security. So then why did another mask-to-mask show up here? A lot of different things are pointing to one undeniable fact.
One undeniable fact?
The murder trial is starting tomorrow, but it looks like that thief is going to be making another appearance. Whew, alright guys. That's the end of that section. We did it! We made it through 2 chapters today. Which is a little unprecedented, because usually some of these individual chapters take a long time. But I'm glad we made it through 2 today, because that means next time we can, I believe, finish this case. So, yeah, I'm happy about that. thank you all so much for being here, my wonderful Rainiacs and Langsters. I hope you enjoyed the performance. I hope that my voice was pretty good for some of the newer characters like Godot and Godot. It was mostly just Godot. Just balancing, adding his voice to the repertoire and bouncing off of others. I think it's personally, I think it's giving a little bit of Christian Bale Batman, but I promise you, there's a reason I thought of that voice when I saw Godot. So, um, and it's not just because he looks like super evil lawyer Cyclops from X-Men. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Looking forward to finishing this case next time. Goodness, my throat is tired. Definitely, this was a good endurance test. I haven't done an endurance test like this, I think, since Rise from the Ashes, really, when I did that. When I did the last part of that, the last stream of that case, which was like about 8 hours, and I had to do Gant voice and all that stuff. So I think I'm glad I did a longer stream for this, because I want to get back up to doing longer Ace Attorney streams if possible, just because I'm hoping on a personal level that maybe if I play enough Ace Attorney on stream for you guys and get enough people watching it, that Capcom will hurry up and announce a new Ace Attorney game. Why didn't they announce one? There was so many game announcements this week. Why wasn't there an Ace Attorney announcement, guys? Do they hate us? Anyway. But yeah. Sorry, I'm being silly, but yeah, thank you all so much for being here and listening. I hope that you had fun. I hope that you enjoyed listening to my performance as usual, and I will be, I think, yeah, I'm pretty much done for this week, but I will be back next week, unless there's another gorilla for me to do, like today with the Doctor Who news. But if there's anything for me to hop on and do a quick gorilla stream for, I'll be back. But if not, I'll see you guys next week. And until then, make sure that you eat well, stay hydrated, and get lots of good rest. Be kind to yourselves and be excellent to each other. And remember to unshrimp yourselves. They're gonna put me in Street Fighter 6. That would be amazing. This has been Ray Langley, virtual entertainer and wolf girl extraordinaire, and I will see you next time. Have a great rest of your week, everyone. Bye bye.